JFK assassination. Tower 7. Did we fake the moon landings? Area 51. Those are all conspiracy theories. You know it's not a conspiracy? How fucking great the B.S. Nerds podcast is. Give us a rate, a review, and a subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate it.
Hold up!
My name is Dave. This is Joe.
I listened to that podcast and I was like, I'm with it.
That sounds really cool. And then Chris Humphrey's hard fouls and Kevin Garnett pushes him straight to the third row. Let's go. My name is Dave. This is Joe. Let's go.
This is the Boston Sports Nerds podcast, the B.S. Nerd Show.
Joe, you got anything you want to say before you go?
No, we have talked a lot.
We have tons of nothing left in the tank.
Let's go.
Welcome back. This is the 19th episode of the Boston Sports Nerds podcast, the B.S. Nerd Show. My name is Dave. I am accompanied by my two fellow nerds here, Aaron and Joe. How are you guys doing tonight?
Good.
Good. Very just point blank. All right. Aaron's good.
I'm all right.
He's also good. Okay, so we are heading into Game 5 tonight for the Boston Celtics. The NFL Draft is tomorrow. The Boston Bruins suck. And the Boston Red Sox bullpen's good, and the rest of the team is boring. So boring. But have you came back around? Red Sox still boring, or are you riding last week that you think it's a good sport now?
Nah, there was almost a brawl, so I'm in. I'm still
He's
in.
all in. He's all in. All
As
right.
long as there's fighting and home run pimping.
Home run pimping is rule 101 to entertaining baseball. But before we get to some of the more boring sports, let's talk basketball first. The Boston Celtics were down 2-0 last week, and we were ready to write them off.
Dave had a shovel, and he was digging a hole,
Mhm.
and then I was kind of like
Sifting through the dirt.
putting the Celtics' body into the hole, and then Aaron was dumping the dirt back onto them.
We
We
were-
were just burying this team.
I said last week that I wouldn't be surprised if they got swept, and I know we had a role reversal as far as that went. Like, you thought that they were going to lose the series,
I
but you
thought they
wouldn't
were
be surprised if
yeah.
you won. And I said I think they're going to win the series, but I wouldn't be surprised if they never won a fucking basketball game for the rest of this
Ever.
season.
Ever.
Or yeah, maybe ever
Just
again.
become the Cleveland Browns of the NBA.
They just dissolved the franchise after this. Well, things turned around. They're tied up 2-2 in very interesting, awkward basketball series where both teams lost their home games. And
Yeah.
now we're back to Game 5 in Boston, and that may smell trouble if you look at recent history, but yeah, you like to think that they're probably on a better path right now than they were in Games 1 and 2.
Dave's favorite Boston Celtic broke his finger and is now supposed to come back next
Maybe Game
game?
6. Maybe Game 6.
next game?
Maybe Game 6.
Because they're playing tonight, and he's not playing, but he's doing the shoot-around.
He ripped his cast off on Monday. And what's crazy is that, like, I didn't even
He
know.
broke his thumb.
I don't know where the injury happened either. Like, he finished the game on Friday in Game 2.
Do you think he fell in the tub again?
Maybe a little bathroom
I don't think he
incident.
fell in the tub the first
Yeah,
time.
yeah, right. But he was taken out at the end of that game because he's a bad free throw shooter, and he's always taken out at the end of basketball games. But it didn't seem like there was an injury. And then next thing you read is he's done for the playoffs. And it was like, well, he's done for the series. So it was like 3 weeks, I guess. If they made the finals, he could come back. And then it was like 4 days later, I'm just going to take the cast off, and I'm going to try to wing it a week from now. And we're at that point now, and he's not going to play tonight, but like I say, he's doing shooting around. They're probably trying to get a feel for if he can give it a go, even on Friday night. Total game changer was the Isaiah Thomas. I'm sorry, not the Isaiah, the Rajon Rondo disappearance for games 3 and 4. The fact that he's not playing, I think, is the biggest turnaround. I did the hashtag Dave Speaks to be able to touch base in the middle of the week a little bit. I touched on the fact that I think that Brad Stevens made a great coaching adjustment. Rajon Rondo's injury is another thing. And also I heard an interesting angle today, and I wonder what you guys thought about it, is Isaiah buried his sister. And the team seemed awkward around him, like they were tough to be excited and in a good mood because he was obviously suffering.
Yeah, I've
So now,
noticed the difference.
now there's an emotional uplift with that team. Like in games 3 and 4, and on the road you always bring more energy, stuff like that.
Isaiah seems different.
Yeah.
He definitely does.
And I think his teammates are treating him
I
differently
said
too.
something to my fiance when we were watching the game, the first game, like right after his sister had died. Like he would dribble, drive, pull up, score in a dude's face, and just no emotion, just
Right.
completely empty,
Deadpan, yeah.
nothing. And now it seems like he's having a little bit more fun. At least when they were winning, he would like crack a smile.
Right.
I think he meant it. I don't think he's moved on. Like,
Right, no, yeah,
completely,
right.
But I think burying his sister was a little like a healing
Closure.
moment. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Do you think spending time with his family
That could
help,
kind
yeah.
of having
Rebalance them.
having that like thinking, and I bet you that's what it is. His family probably chimed in and said, "Hey, like she wants you to go out there and win. Like
Right.
go out there and do it. Prove
has
to everybody you should have been, and I'm not saying this is right, but go out there and prove that you should have been the MVP. You're the best player in the game. Prove it. Go out there, do it."
Right. And I also don't want to harp on the same topic as the Dave Speaks because that's supposed to be its own shit. Like it serves a purpose.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think of the mindset of the Chicago Bulls right now, especially with Jimmy Butler commenting more on Marcus Smart than on what's going wrong with the Chicago Bulls?
I think the Bulls go by Rondo. When Rondo comes back,
When he goes, they go.
they'll look better.
Yeah.
I'm more afraid of Rondo coming back for the series
Yeah. No, absolutely. That scares the bejesus out
than
of me.
anything.
He's-
I don't think the Bulls turn it around without him.
I'm not.
You're not scared of Rondo.
No, I'm not
So
scared
where
of
you at
Rondo.
with the Jimmy Butler thing?
So you just think the Bulls are done? There's
No. I think it's gonna. It could be 7 games, but I think it's one of those things where you have Smart on the team. He's gonna slap that guy's hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're gonna slap him around. They're gonna test that fucking hand.
Right.
I think he's gonna need a million shots in that hand, and eventually they're gonna wear off.
Yep, that's probably true. And I don't even think that's dirty. If you try to come back from a broken hand 6-7 days later,
Yeah,
or whatever,
that's on you.
Right? Then that's the risk you take or whatever. So he could play with a brace on or something and try to protect it.
But it's on his thumb.
It's on his thumb. Yeah. So that's you kind of have that. They have that I don't know, like kind of like the tennis one. You know what I mean? Where they just
Yeah,
like
but
sort
it's-
of like that wrist thumb area.
That's gotta
Yeah.
be weird to handle
It's
the
gonna
ball.
be weird to
with.
handle the ball, right? So that's tough.
He's got those ridiculously long fingers.
That's
too.
true. Yeah, he could palm a basketball with just his fingers, no palm, which is crazy.
He's an
Actually, I
alien.
don't know if that's a true story or not, but it just sounds right.
Remember the Area 51 conspiracy?
Area 51, yeah.
Rajon Rondo.
Rajon Rondo
It's
came
from
from
Area 51.
born and raised in
He
Area
looks like
51.
he's like an alien.
He is. He used to look much more alienish.
He looks
kinda
a lot more normal.
He grew into his head, but yeah, he definitely had a real alien face there for a while.
Hashtag alien face.
So where are you guys at with the series now? 2-2, Celtics win.
I think it goes 6.
Celtics in 6.
I think, I think the Celtics win. I don't want to put a game thing on it, but I think they're gonna get through.
Yeah, they'll win the series. Are they in real trouble with Washington? I know Washington's tied 2-2 right now, but I'm going to assume Washington wins that series.
Who are they playing?
Atlanta.
I really hope Atlanta wins.
I do too. I really, like I said, I've been saying it for weeks. I really, as a basketball fan, want the Wizards Celtics, but as a Celtics fan, I want
Atlanta,
nothing to do with that series.
Because I don't think they match up well with the Wizards.
John Wall would put Isaiah Thomas in a pressure cooker.
And especially,
for
I don't
48
think
minutes.
they've really looked great in this series.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah, I guess that kind of wraps up the Celtics. We buried them, and now we'll pull them back from the dead and have them win in the series. And that's the nature of the beast. Is it's a game by game thing. So
And last week we were talking about how they're done,
Yeah.
and the Bruins are going to go further.
and come to find out,
Yeah.
the Bruins are done. So, but we'll actually just go right into that next. Really bad officiating in those series, and I don't want to chalk it up to like the Bruins didn't lose the series and the refs lost it for them, but there were some really bad calls, and it played a lot into like what we talked about before, was the fact that they lost a bunch of 1-goal games, and it was all close. You know what I mean? What was the final game? Was that 2-1 in overtime again?
Yeah, it
3-2,
literally
something
3
like that?
games in a row went to overtime.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
and
why- that's why
3
it was-
games in a row, the refs fucked
fucked them.
them hard.
that's why I thought it was going to be that's why I still had hope for the Bruins, because they were right there.
It's
You know what I mean?
Right, they were in every game.
They had a rookie score a goal in overtime, to send it into overtime. They thought they were going to win in regulation, and the refs decided, oh no, it's not a goal.
Right.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, what the hell?
And there's just like overtime loss after overtime loss. You're
What-
like, they got it. They're not playing horrible. What the
Right.
hell?
Right.
And the refs, like we had made we had talked about how like, oh, it's the NBA refs. Literally 2 days after, they cost them 2 games. So you're just sitting there going, what the fuck?
After I said the NHL had like the best refs,
Right.
they were like last on
came
my
out and-
list of bad referees. They were like the best. And they're
That's
like,
true.
nah, we don't like that ranking.
Yeah.
Fuck Joe.
Nah, yeah, fuck Joe.
Hashtag fuck
Just
Joe.
insane.
Yeah.
Just fucking insane.
It's bad. Yeah, bad ending to the season. But I mean, for a team that they fired their coach in the middle of the year, they weren't any good. They weren't even meant to go to the playoffs. And then you get their coach now, what's his name, Bruce Cassidy?
His job probably is,
Safe.
I don't know.
I think he's
It
safe.
all depends on the way they think they're going to go.
I think he took a team that was not in the playoff hunt to not only the playoffs, but to be
Yeah,
whatever it was, the 3rd seed or whatever it was, and then went 6 games and lost a bunch of 1-goal games. You know
They
what I mean? He didn't
performed
get
well
yeah.
under him.
I think Cassidy's safe.
I think the big thing you took away from this,
yeah.
you have young talent.
Mm-hmm. Chad
Chara's
McAvoy's that dude.
old as fuck.
Yeah.
He's 40,
Chara's dead.
and he played okay,
Mm-hmm.
but he extremely showed his age.
He played like a 40-year-old that like still has it.
Yeah,
You know
no,
what I mean?
no,
Like,
but
he's like-
he's still 6'9"
Right,
and has
right.
a 7-foot stick.
Yamir
Like it's,
Yager. Isn't Yamir Yager like 40?
Yeah, he's like
He-
he was like 43,
yeah, he's
Is
44.
he a
little older than
superhero?
he's one of those guys.
I think Yamir Yager might be a superhero.
He might be.
He also might be one of those guys that every time he goes home, he's like,
Right.
"Give me everything you got, guys."
You think,
Right.
you think he's on Mexican supplements?
I,
Is that what you're
I don't
trying
want to say
say
he's on Mexican supplements. I think he's getting stuff from Russia.
I get a Russian science. Right
He's
there.
close.
Well,
he's from that
It's
area.
like the same thing. Is what
Mexican-
we're talking about.
Yeah, I
Mexican-
get it, but it's a little bit more tested on their Olympic.
I hope
He's
you
on.
know
He's
that
on bare testosterone.
real supplement takers separate white supplements with European supplements. I hope you know that.
Yamir Yager.
Yamir Yager, white guy.
Is he white?
European.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's white. Yeah.
Where's he from?
Well, no, and he's a European.
Exactly.
But it's
I
different in hockey.
I believe he's like from like the Czech Republic. He's like
It's I think
not
it's Czech.
European then.
I don't know.
If he's from the Czech Republic,
I don't
that's
care.
Russia,
or he's like
which makes him Asian.
That's right. We did go over that. I forgot.
Yes.
Yeah.
oh my god,
Right,
we're
yeah.
turning this
Yeah.
Bruins
Anyway.
thing
He's got
into
good footwork though.
He is a superhero, so it's confirmed.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is.
A
He is
Russian
abnormal for a human being.
Yeah, no, but what's crazy to think is like Tom Brady's gonna do that.
You know,
Yeah, but
He's gonna
once
be
again, these are
43.
once in a lifetime players.
Right, yeah, it's just not
Like we got to see Yager play for the Bruins.
Right.
Like he even said that. That was like, I know he was probably just saying it because he was playing for them, but he said it was an honor to play for the Bruins. Like one of the original six.
Wow,
Like
Jesus, there it is.
the little known
We've been doing
fact.
Been a while.
We've
Been a
been
while.
doing this for a while.
Little known fact. We can actually use this as a take that for data. Is Yamir the superhero Wolverine based on Yamir Yager? That's a fact.
Take that for data.
That's a fact. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, based on the life
Superhero
Right.
Wolverine.
self-healing powers.
He's based on Yamir Yager.
I got one more thing, or two more things I want to talk about real quick, but then I want to touch back on the superhero playing hockey thing. All right, so we'll get back to that because I think that's an interesting premise. The Red Sox and Orioles fucking hate each other.
This is. It
It's
seems like
happening.
that.
It's happening.
Yeah.
And like you said in the intro, fighting baseball is good baseball.
Yes.
So
Heated rivalries.
yeah,
I want to see people get beaned.
Yeah. Do you like the headshot at Manny Machado?
I don't like the headshots.
Oh, but then where's the line?
I don't want you hitting people in the eyeball.
Right, where's the line, Joe?
Just beat him in the back and have him charge the mound.
Yeah, no, that sounds
Throw
good.
Don Zimmer's face into the ground.
You sound like Dustin Pedroia right now. Like, hey,
What?
you sound like him. Like, oh
Why?
man, that wasn't cool.
It's not cool.
That wasn't cool.
Listen, you're only saying it's cool because it's an Orioles guy that almost got his head taken off.
Hey, I've watched
If
Manny Ramirez like have a pitch thrown at him that wasn't even close, and he overreacted to Roger.
if one of those Orioles pitchers came out there and threw at Benintendi's nose,
yeah,
you'd be pissed off.
I would despise the Orioles
Exactly.
with every fiber of my being.
Exactly.
I absolutely would. Where do you stand with the Sox Orioles? good. I mean, it's obviously good for the sport.
I
It's good
did.
for the
I voted for the Ravens being one of the the biggest Boston
Rivals,
rival.
Yeah.
But I also think the Orioles are more of a threat, especially.
Trending, too. Trending upward.
I think the past 5 years they've been the bigger threat than the Yankees, and
What's
I
up?
think
of
that's
course.
just
Yeah.
What's up with the hate for Baltimore from Boston?
There's
From
a lot.
Beantown?
There's a lot of B on B crime there.
Yeah, what's up with that? When did that happen? When
Right.
did
Baltimore,
we just?
Baltimore Ravens.
I mean, have you ever been there?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying when did we start being rivals with Baltimore?
Yeah.
Like the Baltimore.
I
team?
mean,
it used to be like Knicks, Celtics.
Yeah,
Jets.
yeah, but
Pats.
the Yankees, New
To
York.
be
Now all of a
honest,
sudden
it's-
it's Baltimore.
Yeah, well,
If they had a basketball
I mean,
team, we'd
it's-
probably hate them too.
That's true.
The
you know,
Wizards. Baltimore.
Yeah, it's basically
is
Baltimore.
basically DC.
What the
It's-
fuck is happening?
What the hell's going on? Like, when did we
Right.
get
That's
really
true.
angry at the?
And remember, Boston
Maryland
Bruins fans
area.
were all like, "Hey, we better fucking stay away from the Washington Capitals."
Yeah.
conspiracy theory,
Right?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. There we go. I like it. What do we got? What do we got?
political conspiracy theory.
Yep.
It's all Obama's fault.
Thanks, Obama.
Thanks,
I wish I
Obama.
Thanks,
had that.
Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
Totally joking.
Yeah.
Before I get yelled at
Nope.
and
Aaron
told
hates,
I'm an asshole.
Aaron hates black presidents.
Yep, that's
Oh,
totally
shit.
it. Black presidents is
Take that for
plural.
data.
yeah. He hates,
We've had multiple.
Yeah, he hates all of them.
Take that for
You can
data.
take that for data.
Take that for data.
But no, I just think that it's been
Obama's
it's
fault,
been
right.
it's been within his time that he was in office
Right.
that
That's
has
all,
it's
yeah.
crazy. But
Washington D.C.
when
versus-
Cal Ripken was playing, we really didn't. Yeah, I mean
No
nobody
one gave a fuck
It was
about
the
the
No.
Yankees.
Orioles.
It was the Yankees.
Yeah, it was the
Yeah,
Yankees.
right. And it's
So I
always
just
been
think
the
it's
Yankees.
crazy that
You think it's because all of the Washington/Baltimore teams are starting to get good at
they
the same
consider it
time?
a great sports town.
Yeah, right.
I
People
don't know.
talk about
I
how-
don't know. You ever seen how
People
empty fucking the Orioles stadium is all the
But
time?
I've heard that stadium
Camden Yards
It's
is
supposed to be
really
great. It's
nice.
supposed
That's
to
what
be
I'm saying.
It's
I'm not
supposed to be
trying to
gorgeous.
downplay
It's
it.
really
They
nice.
actually have a nice stadium.
Oh yeah,
I just don't know
and
how
you can
people give a
actually
shit.
you can actually go watch a game there and not get a second mortgage on your house. Like you
Yeah,
have to
no, it's
for
affordable.
Fenway.
It's affordable.
Like,
It's
hey, I'm
nice.
going to pay $20 and go sit in the bleachers and get a beer that's less than $10.
Right.
I mean, that sounds good to me.
You can't
Right.
do that at Fenway.
Can't do that.
No,
at
I know
Fenway.
that.
Standing room only, $75.
Yeah.
Like,
Jesus.
Christ.
Yeah, I'll
That's
take
up
it.
there.
I'll
It's
take a
up there.
Coors Light. Yeah, that'll be $13.
$13.
What?
Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Well, that's why there's bars
It's in a
up and
fancy
down
can.
Right. Take a beer and a
the
hot dog.
street
$20.
leading up to it.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, you go down Yawkey Way there. So yeah, I mean that was exciting. I guess.
I mean, they're playing the Yankees now. Like the series with the Yankees starts.
right.
They're playing tonight.
Kind of got a baseball feel to it, even though the Yankees Sox are irrelevant.
They have that rookie I was watching before we started. What's his name?
Talk about the catcher for the
No,
Yankees?
they're. I want to say he's their outfielder or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hank Ryan or something like that,
Yeah.
or whatever the
Hank
hell his
Aaron.
name. I was gonna say that, but I was like, no, that's not
I
it.
think it's Yankees player Hank Aaron.
But he's like 6'7",
Yeah. Oh, the guy that was built-
282 pounds,
yeah. Right.
and and he hits like.
Mexican supplements.
They were saying he's got like crazy like power and shit like that.
Yeah. I
I mean,
wonder why.
obviously because he's huge, but they were comparing him to
Myles Garrett.
Garrett and how he's like 2 inches taller and
Jesus.
he outweighs him by like 10 pounds, and it's like Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
that's pretty
He's playing, he's playing
you ever
baseball.
You ever think about the fact that this is why America is awful at soccer?
Why is that?
Because we take all these guys who are like fucking super athletes and go, yeah, fuck soccer. I'm not going to play that
Right,
shit.
go play baseball
We're going
instead.
to go play all these other sports and every other.
I mean, you get paid more.
It's true. He's dropped the bomb on him.
every other sport, every other country's like, all we can do is kick a ball around. We don't even know what these other sports are. And
Right.
America's like, yeah, we don't really give a fuck about kicking a ball.
Because there's not enough scoring. We're America.
Yeah, we need action. Give me action.
Imagine if LeBron was on like the U.S. soccer team, played soccer his whole life,
That'd be
and just
insane.
like completely dominated.
He'd have no knees.
He'd be a complete waste of talent.
Why would his knees disappear?
Because if you, I
like
just
that you chose
at
disappear
that
for
at that as his size and all the slide tackling
put
and
him
stuff,
at
he
goalie.
would be. Maybe that'd be the only position you.
yeah.
That'd be the only position you could do.
300-pound goalie, just dive, super athletic, can jump over the net.
It would be like putting Marvel's The Blob as a goalie. He's just fat and
All right,
he's
let's
huge.
not call LeBron fat.
No, but
You're gonna
huge,
fat shame
like
it.
taking up a lot of space.
Fat shame,
Fat
LeBron
shame
James.
LeBron
He could
James.
move. He could move.
By the
damn
way,
it.
shout out to LeBron James for watching or listening to the B.S. Nerds podcast.
Oh yeah, did you
guys
see that? He shouted Aaron's name.
Shouted Aaron's name before the pregame.
You
and
know.
that was awesome.
Why did you throw a bunch of gang signs before? What was that about?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, do you got like a secret life or something?
You know,
you guys tied somehow? You linked to him?
Cloak
If you
and
guys-
dagger, man.
How
You just
often
don't. You
are
just
you
don't
in
know about
Cleveland?
it. You know.
If the world missed LeBron James shouting Aaron's name before the pregame or during the pregame warm up in the national anthem, you can go on youtube.com/BSNerds or just search BS Nerds as a channel on there, and the video is very obvious.
I mean, 2
And
weeks ago, you did not hear from me all weekend.
it's true.
That's true.
We didn't, yeah.
So
Where were you?
there you go.
There was that one
right.
week where we missed the podcast.
Yeah,
That was because Aaron wasn't here.
yeah. I swallowed that bullet and said it was because of technical difficulties, but really, Aaron was no show. And come to find out, LeBron's been
He
screaming
left
the
us a
name.
note like, "Hey, hanging out with LJ." Couldn't
Yeah.
figure out who that
We know-
was.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Now it's all
That all
coming
makes
together.
sense. I thought you meant MJ. And I was like, oh, no, it's LJ. There it is. Yeah, so you can go on there or you can check it out on our Instagram account. It's incredible.
Can I riff for a second about LeBron James? Though?
Go ahead, go nuts.
The more I watch him, the more I just cannot stand that
I
guy.
despise his guts.
He posted those Instagram videos of him like
Saying man 20,000 times.
reacting to Kendrick Lamar's album when it came out.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh my god, it's like the most like
What is
It's-
it, like the uninterrupted thing he's been doing?
It was like Instagram videos of him
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, I got Kendrick Lamar's album before you guys did," and he was just like
Oh, God.
listening to it, and he was just like rapping over the words like he'd had it for like 4 months and memorized the songs already. And
sucks.
as I was watching, it's like I just can't stand him. He just makes me want to go 13 Reasons Why on myself.
Or Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah.
Either one. One of the two. I like the 13
Suicide
Reasons Why.
never
Yeah.
been more relevant than
Right, yeah.
the past like couple weeks.
That's true. Yeah, it's a good time for suicide jokes. I guess. I mean, if there ever was one, it would be now. And now's the time to do it with Hernandez and 13 Reasons.
Low hanging fruit, Dave.
Low-hanging
Jesus
fruit. Right,
Christ.
Yeah, he got cherry picked, man.
I see what you did there.
Oh man! Damn it! I did not. All right.
Did you hear about the email that Belichick sent Aaron Hernandez
No.
telling him to hang in there?
Oh man.
Took it the wrong way.
That's a good one.
Oh,
That's a good one. I like it.
Oh man.
This isn't good.
No, we're going down a very dark road. Yeah, I don't even know how to come back from that. LeBron James sucks.
His lawyers applied for what was it, to make him not guilty?
Aaron Hernandez,
Yeah, he
innocent
wanted
man,
to
died
just-
an
yeah.
innocent man.
Yeah, dismiss his conviction.
Never killed anyone.
Right.
Yeah.
Allegedly, you have to say allegedly from now on.
Right. That's crazy.
It's the law, or else you're smearing the man's name.
It's
Yeah.
it's the same way with OJ. He allegedly killed his wife.
No, actually, OJ didn't even allegedly kill his wife. He did not do it. He was found. He was acquitted.
Yeah, okay, so allegedly he killed his wife.
yeah.
No, he didn't do it. The
Well, he
glove
was
doesn't
accused
fit.
of it.
If the glove doesn't fit,
You must acquit.
You must acquit.
you must acquit.
You must acquit.
As the great, I can't think of his name right now.
Johnny Cochran.
Johnny Cochran.
John Cochran.
Yeah.
I just kept thinking of Ross from Friends
That's it.
because he was in that show.
Yep, that's true. That's
Ross
a good one
Geller,
too.
white guy,
Yep.
not European,
Poor footwork.
poor footwork.
Absolutely.
I'll just bring that joke back.
Oh my
I
god.
like it. So then we did a short cast, a not so short cast on the NFL draft.
It was supposed to be a
It
short.
was supposed to be a short cast.
We like doubled.
Well, I mean,
we doubled the projected
I was
time.
gonna say you did the math, and it's like
Yeah, you do it
if
a
you
mi-
do it
a minute a pick.
a minute a pick, that's 32 minutes. We added. There was a couple picks that we elaborated on, but for the most part, just went through it.
Yeah.
The first round.
we spent way too much time on Miles Garrett. And it was the
Yeah,
most obvious
it's
pick
obvious
in the draft.
he's
Like,
going to be the number one pick.
nah, hashtag Brown's gonna Brown. I want that should be an official hashtag. Brown's gonna Brown.
It is a good one.
Start trending it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, Browns are gonna.
It's only going to start trending if they brown. If the Browns go out and brown and take Trubisky at the first pick,
Oh my God.
I'm gonna post it like 30 times. Hashtag Brownsland Brown.
Real quick, if you go on YouTube, you can't just do youtube.com/BSNerds. We haven't earned that right, I guess, yet. But if you just go on YouTube and search BS Nerds, you'll find our channel that way.
What do you have to do to get?
I don't know. That's a
That's
dark.
We need
10,000 people.
That's a whole can
Aaron,
of worms. Yeah.
hit up your buddy LeBron. We need more shout
Yeah,
outs.
can we
Yes.
yeah, we need another
Yes.
product.
You know what? I'm going to do that.
All right, you got it. All right,
All
cool.
right.
Do that.
Sounds good.
More
They-
gang signs. More gang signs next time.
Yeah,
Start throwing them up.
Double up on those. Double down on them.
I'm going to hang instead of going.
Aaron Hernandez, you're going to go
Actually,
there?
you know what?
Instead of West Coast, East Coast, I'm going to go
It's very insensitive.
There you go. That's,
Middle East.
that's
It's very,
not a great podcast joke because no one else can see it, but that's a really good one. I like that one.
it's a very insensitive thing to say those are gang signs because he was actually sign languaging Aaron.
Right, Aaron, and then
to the
yelled
crowd.
it. Right, he says, "I'm
For
about
the-
to say Aaron,"
Yes.
and then so
then
for
he
deaf
screamed.
people, right? Yeah, for deaf people in the crowd, he had to
This
know.
is taking on a whole life that I did not see coming.
Well, to be honest with you, neither did I. Okay, and then all of a sudden, I go on fucking Twitter one day and I see LeBron James screaming
Screaming my
Aaron.
name, you know?
So hey,
Didn't know he was a listener, but now I do.
yeah. And as much as I hate your guts, LeBron, thanks for the shout out and keep
Yeah.
listening.
Aaron.
That's pretty
Okay.
good. Aaron. All right, so
So the Pats,
oh, don't draft until fucking Sunday or whatever,
But
Saturday,
they-
whatever day it is.
they got what's his name, gave up their fifth pick,
Joe Theory, give them all up.
Fifth pick.
their 5th round pick for.
Mike Gillisley.
There we go.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh,
Does
so
that
they
mean
won't
they
draft
have
Saturday.
like they have like one pick in the 7th and like the right to have lunch with a former draft pick or something like
Basically,
that?
yeah, they can. They have first dibs on any undrafted pick.
Yeah.
That's it. Like you get to get coffee with them first.
The rape kid
Okay.
out of what was it?
Hashtag rape kid. Yes.
What was it? I forgot what his name was.
There's like Bat Kid. Remember Bat Kid?
Bat kid.
Where they
There's
did that?
rape kid.
Now there's Rape Kid in the NFL draft.
Stoop Kid. Remember Stoop Kid?
I don't remember.
From
Stoop
Hey
Kid.
Arnold. You ever watch
Oh
Hey
yeah,
Arnold?
yeah.
Stoop Kid
Right,
don't
yeah.
ever leave his stoop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rape Kid is always
Rape
going to
Kid.
rape.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Raper's gonna rape.
Gary and Conley.
Falls way down. Do you,
So the
do you
4th
draft
round?
him? Do you draft him?
I mean, if he's in the 4th round,
Well, they got the third. They have the third pick.
let me. Oh yeah, they do have the
They
3rd
have a
round.
pick in the
pick.
third round.
There's one thing about the Gary and Conley thing is that that rape allegation like stinks to the high heavens.
Air quote
of,
heavy.
of complete bullshit nonsense.
Yeah.
Almost like the Ezekiel Elliott rape allegation that came out like right when he was getting drafted. That
Right.
turned out it was.
See, I'm staying on that one.
He didn't do it. The chick pretty much came out and said, "Yeah, I lied about the
Yeah,
whole
it's
thing."
just trying to get a little something there.
Yeah,
So,
see, but that
I don't
plays
want
into
to.
my
I don't want to
story.
say. I don't want to just like denounce that this girl is like lying about being raped. But I'm just saying
It doesn't sound. It doesn't seem feasible.
you need more evidence to come out before
Right.
you can just like
Yeah, no,
just
no.
demolish this dude's draft stock.
Right. Who was the dude last year that
Laramie
was
Tunsil?
that was accused, and then right before the draft found out, nope, he's fine.
Oh, I don't know.
Remember that?
Remember last year, Laramie Tunsil's offensive tackle. He ended up with the Dolphins. He was supposed to be like the first tackle taken off the board.
Yeah.
Then like someone posted an Instagram video the night of the draft of him smoking weed. And
Yeah.
wearing his
Yeah.
gas mask.
Yeah. Yeah. There was some
What
guy
a
that
dick!
had.
Whoever posted that.
Yeah, like that's not your friend.
yeah.
Yeah.
that is not your
That
friend.
person
yeah.
does not like you.
Right. That's your worst enemy.
Oh hi, you were going to make millions of dollars. How about you make like a couple million less?
Yeah. There goes that.
I'm going with Desmond King. That's who
Desmond
they're
King.
going to pick up in the 3rd round.
That's going to be the Patriots pick in the 3rd round. Desmond.
I'm calling it now.
Take
They're
that
going
for
to get
data.
him.
That's a hard prediction to make. That what they're going to do in the 3rd round.
Desmond
They're
King.
going to trade down.
They're going to trade
Desmond
away.
Oh, here we go. He's all in. He
They're going to
believes it.
trade away.
Staying on that one.
Trade away their 3rd pick and all of their other picks for players and just say, fuck this draft, we're out. We're out.
We're out.
Me and
winning
LeBron were
championships.
talking about it, and we decided
He's
Desmond
friends.
King.
He's friends with Desmond King. True.
LeBron's friends with everyone.
true.
He's got Desmond King's highlight video before everyone else and posted on Instagram.
He could tell you all of his best moves too.
Yeah.
His routes for everything. Be good. All right, let's get into the social media second. All right, right, so this week I put up a poll, which I teased last week, which I actually forgot about for a day because I didn't listen to it again until the next day, and I was like, I forgot what was supposed to be the poll. And it was whether or not Roger Goodell is actually going to show at Gillette Stadium for the season opener this year. He has said that he is. He has been cordially invited by the Kraft family because he's claimed that the reason he didn't go before is because he was never invited.
What a boss move by the Krafts to just be like, hey, well...
Oh, we never invited you? Oh.
Hey, we're going to make a public statement that you're invited to the game, so you have to show your stupid goon
Balls
face
in your
over
court.
here.
Balls in your court, hombre. Figure it out. 60% of people say that he is going to go.
That's just... I think he's going to go just based on the fact that he said he was going to go.
I'm with Aaron here.
You don't think he's going to go?
I think it's a no-show.
Dude, you know what a PR nightmare that is? Be like, yeah, no,
I
definitely
think he's going to pull a Tom Brady day
at the White House.
Sorry, family emergency. Sorry.
Yeah.
He's going to, like, trip his kid down the stairs.
Go
down the stairs, kid.
He's
like,
the
we can't
NFL
go.
commissioner. He puts his entire family on ice for opening day.
Right.
He has to. He cannot not show up on an opening game, week.
He didn't show up after the Seattle Seahawks one.
No, but he showed up at another game. Like, he went to Chicago or
right,
whatever.
but not the opening night.
He still went.
Pats won the Super Bowl against the Seahawks. Kick off the season.
But what I'm
against
saying
the
is, if
Steelers.
he
Roger
doesn't,
Goodell didn't go to that one.
If he doesn't show up to the Pats game, he cannot show his face at another football game that week.
Right.
He can't do it.
Right.
Because then, I mean, it's gonna be a PR night. Hello. You skipped the Patriots game again.
Right.
He's gonna go to the Atlanta Falcons game for
right.
like the fourth straight
game there, and just be like, well, I had to check out their opening game.
Well, yeah,
in the new stadium.
No, yeah, we're gonna go to the Atlanta Falcons because the last time I was here was stupendous.
Roger Goodell does not show his face in New England this year.
He will.
I don't think he will.
He'll be there.
I really don't. I think, like I said, it's going to be one of those. His way out. Yeah, he's going to find one of those situations like, oh, I'm sorry, my car wouldn't start. What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to levitate there? Like, I just can't do it.
My iPhone doesn't have Uber.
He's going to show up. He's going to show up. He's going to get a ticket under Richard Little. He's going to wear like a hat. And like
they were saying that,
he's gonna wear one of those glasses with like a mustache.
Right, yeah.
He has to sit if he does show up, and I don't think he will.
He has to sit right next to Robert Kraft.
Yeah, he's
gonna have to because if he sits in the stands like he tries to, he's gonna get so much shit thrown at him.
He's gonna have the entire Kitty Bungport police force with him.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, no, they're gonna have he's gonna have Donald Trump level security.
Right.
He's going to sit
president
he's
level
sit
security
in the opponent box.
I think what I think is going to happen because the Patriots won the Super Bowl. If the Patriots won or didn't win the Super Bowl, it'd be a lot of this, right?
Yeah.
If he showed up. Now that they've won the Super Bowl, you can fucking mock him.
How many Roger chants?
It's like the Mariano Rivera.
How many Roger chants?
Yeah.
Roger.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of that. But I think, remember Mariano Rivera came, he got a standing ovation at Fenway? Yeah. You know what I mean? For blowing it.
Because will not standing ovation.
I don't think it'll be a standing ovation, but I think
they will not cheer that, man.
I think he'll get a mock applause if he shows up because...
A golf clap? Like a very sarcastic...
Yeah, just,
That's too much. That's
too much. Hey, there are too many women in that for it to be a football game.
That's true. That's actually me. That was a recording of me at the Patriots game. No, I think that the Patriots fans don't feel that bitterness anymore.
Bullshit, I feel it. I hope he falls out of that balcony.
I hate his guts, but I don't feel like he doesn't have one up on me anymore. You know what I mean? Like he didn't win the battle.
No.
So it's like now you can stand with all Patriots fans are above Roger Goodell right now. Like, oh, you took our quarterback and we fucking won the Super Bowl. Fuck off.
No, here's where that stops for me.
Yeah, but they
win this year, back to back. Then you go, thanks.
What does it matter this year?
To me, winning one out of like spite.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that because
that was the year
you push. No, I get that, but doubling up.
I've never ever. The grudge is gonna go with me to the grave.
I would love for Roger Goodell to burn in hell. Right? I can't wait for that.
I'm never gonna respect that man.
I just don't think. I don't think winning a Super Bowl this year makes it any easier. I think last year was the one.
This guy gets booed at the draft by every other team.
Yeah,
He's
he's
gonna-
hated everywhere, really.
And no team hates him more than the Patriots.
That's true.
So he is gonna get. Yeah, it's just gonna rain.
It's going to be
It's
all
gonna
day. If he
rain.
shows his ugly mug, it'll be
He's
all
gonna sit in the
day.
Kansas. It's been confirmed they're playing Kansas City Chiefs opening night, Thursday night.
I really wanted the Falcons.
He's gonna sit in the Kansas City Chiefs box.
Do you think so?
Does he make a phone
You don't think they
call?
sit with the Crafts?
I don't think the Crafts want him to sit.
Does he make a phone call to the Chiefs, tell them to sign Pollard again, and be
Yeah,
like,
and
do
take
this
out
again?
everybody.
Listen,
Yeah.
I would
Let's
sit
make it
Brady.
happen.
I would sit Brady. I would sit Gronk.
Right.
I would lose the game. I would throw the game. That's not even a joke. I would throw the game. If Bernard Pollard shows
my
up on that
God.
field, I don't care if he has crutches.
I don't know if I ever told you this, but my favorite tweet that I've ever heard in my entire life,
Yeah.
right, was after Bernard Pollard took out Stephen Ridley,
Oh yeah.
right, with the
that was
just the
vicious.
Statue of Liberty headshot, right,
that
where
was-
Stephen Ridley stiffened up in midair.
That was vicious.
After that, like not even 5 seconds after Ridley gets hurt, someone on Twitter says, "For real though, Bernard Pollard has to be brought in for questioning as to where he was the night of Myra Kraft's death."
That's fucked up.
That is my favorite tweet of all time because it's so true. Like
Dude, he
you
just
gotta wonder,
kills him.
like where were you?
I would throw the game. I'm not joking.
Yeah, that's tough.
I would put Bill Belichick in like a hyperbolic chamber.
Yeah.
I would.
Get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, most people think Rodgers gonna show. It's close. It's
Oh yeah,
it's
no,
60%,
I just
60-40.
don't see it happening.
He's gonna go chill with Alex Smith.
Now
Yeah,
He's gonna
you
go sit with the Kansas City.
he's just gonna
Chiefs.
cup him.
Yeah.
you mentioned Blob playing goalie,
Yep.
right? Who were you talking about earlier?
Wolverine is actually
Wolverine
Yamir
is
Yager.
Yamir
It's
Yager,
the
yeah.
origin story of Yamir Yager.
We were thinking about this earlier, and I think this is a really good idea. What superhero would be your favorite? Like, would make the best athlete?
It depends on the sport.
Depends on the sport. So, like
all around Captain America.
Captain America. Now, you have to discredit Superman.
Superman is the dumbest superhero in the world.
He's
by
the
the
dumbest,
way,
but
he's
also
just dumb.
you can't put him in any
Dude,
sport.
you just
though.
take a green rock and throw it at him, and he's dead.
No,
That's true.
listen.
If you play football with
Listen.
kryptonite
When you were young,
on the ball,
Just wear it on my helmet. Like,
Yeah.
make my helmet out of it. I
when
can
you
just
were
run through him
younger,
all day.
when you were younger, you were playing superheroes with your buddies. It'd be like, oh, I can shoot lasers out of my eyes, and your other buddy would be like, I can fly. And then you would have that one buddy who was a fucking asshole who's like, no, I can do that too, and I can do that too, and I can fly, and I'm invincible, and I
Right.
can shoot laser beams out of my eye, and I have heat vision. You're like, you can't have all the powers,
Right.
asshole.
And I can heal.
That
Right.
buddy wrote a comic book and he called it Superman, and,
Right.
and that's why he's a dick.
It's a good
Two
one.
gentlemen actually wrote the book
I
together.
don't give a fuck. Fuck Superman.
Yeah, those I
He's the
get. I
dumbest.
get.
He's the dumbest superhero. And
I
then they
get
were
your
like,
point.
Those guys
Well-
actually haven't released that story, but go ahead.
and then they'll be like, well, we just wrote this guy who can't die, and it's going to be a really boring comic book if he just mops everyone up.
Right.
Hey, let's make him die to a green fucking rock.
Right.
There we go.
It's true. It is a boring character. So let's take Superman out of it. We're gonna run that as the poll all week and every day
All
or
right, so you want to do one day baseball?
we'll throw it up. We'll start a
Yeah.
vote. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Sport a day, a different sport.
Different
Yeah,
sport
so
a day.
we'll do the four major sports:
Yeah. Yeah.
baseball, basketball, football,
Hockey.
hockey.
Yeah.
We'll give you choices.
Yeah,
And
we'll
we'll
each-
put our Joe's choice. We'll put it
We'll
in
narrow it
parentheses.
down.
Joe's.
To a couple choices.
Well, I mean, we can put you can put it in parentheses after you pick. Like, say you pick the Hulk, you put
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hulk,
Joe's pick.
and then just parentheses Joe next to it, so we know
so we
that
know
that
who-
was your pick.
Yeah.
I'm just going to
Oh,
start
sure.
a Twitter campaign so my picks all win. It's just going to be a Final Four of Joe.
Well, we're only going to be able to run that on Facebook
Because we're
Just
going to
say
put in a fourth option.
because so,
if you
it's not
disagree
gonna be-
with
it's
our,
not going to be just a fourth because you can't make it
Yeah.
just one more pick.
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
but the fans can
Oh,
essentially-
you can write in. You
Yeah.
can write
Yes.
in anyone. All right.
so say you wanted, like, we all put in Captain America, the Hulk, and Spider-Man. Somebody wants to put in Superman.
Captain Underpants?
You can put whatever you want.
Yeah.
Quellman.
Oh, there we go.
Wait, what was Quailman's powers?
I don't think he had any.
I
He was just dope as fuck.
I was Quailman during Spirit Week in high school.
What was the
I wore my underwear on the outside.
And he wore the belt around your head.
Yep.
was
and
it
I
the
did.
Wayans brother that had the superhero movie?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say the oldest brother
Yeah. Yeah, the superhero one.
or the
too.
dad.
Yeah, one of
Whatever
them.
to one of them.
Shit. I can't remember what his power was.
Pootie Tang?
No, not
No,
Pootie Tang.
that's
No,
totally
no.
different.
Is that a superhero?
But anyway.
No, he's not a superhero, but
Is Pootie Tang a superhero?
no, that's what I'm saying.
No, he just
yeah,
smacks
no.
people with a belt.
Yeah,
Pootie Tang.
Pootie Tang. But yeah, I think that'd be kind of interesting to find out.
Like baseball, how would you like?
Yeah, you put
Like
a
you wouldn't
position.
want the Hulk because he wouldn't.
Right.
The bat would be like a toothpick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You could throw it by him all day. His batting, his actual like pitch zone, his strike zone would be humongous.
Yeah. It was Blank Man, Damon Wayans.
Blank man.
Yeah. He was like a failed superhero.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he lived
yeah.
he lived in like the sewer or something.
Yeah.
Or
What
like
about,
a subway.
obviously through superhero lifestyle?
Yeah.
What was the Will Smith superhero movie?
Oh,
Hancock?
Hancock.
Does he count?
I mean, you can,
At least stick it to like
but
Marvel
I
or
think
DC.
I would go like I would go actual.
they're technically. I think the storyline was technically they were like. I don't want to say they were aliens, but they were super.
Well, Superman's alien, and he's also
But
disqualified.
Superman ages.
He's also disqualified.
They don't age. They've been going, like if you watch the movie Hancock, they've been going since like the Aztec, whatever days. Like they just keep going, and they never age.
Was that? Are you talking about I Am Legend?
No, Hancock.
No, Hancock.
Oh, I
Where
thought
he's
he
a
was
superhero.
I thought it was just him and the girl.
They're both superheroes.
They were
Yeah,
both
no.
superheroes.
Oh, I thought you meant there was a whole species of them.
No, just the two of
Oh,
them.
the two of them. Oh, okay.
Have been around
They
forever.
and
Yeah.
every time they
I
get
gotcha.
together, it like makes one of them
Right.
sick, so they
Yeah.
have to go away from each other.
Yeah.
But
that's
they're
right.
technically considered like gods.
Yeah. God's among us.
There you go.
There you go. So yeah, we'll do that. That'll be the wrap up for our social media second here this week. But I'm really interested to see how that one plays out over the next week.
Yeah,
That should be good.
no, I'm excited to see who
Spider-Man for the win.
Yeah, like
Spider-Man
in
for the
every
win.
sport except for hockey.
Spider-Man. Did you guys ever play the backyard sports games?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
backyard.
Yeah.
Football?
Spider-Man is the Pablo.
Sandoval.
No, what's his name?
Don't know.
The Life of Pablo Kanye
I
West
am-
album.
I am getting reamed at through the computer screen right now by one of my buddies. Why can't I think of his
It's the
name?
Pablo Escobar.
In the backyard baseball games, or football, or all of those sports, there was this little fat kid
Mm-hmm.
named Pablo who was always a stud in every sport, every one of those games.
Oh.
Spider-Man is that kid.
Yeah.
I can't think of his last name.
Okay, so he's the backyard Pablo kid.
Yes, the backyard Pablo.
All right, I get it. All right, well, that's it for social media stuff. I'm done with it. Fucking over it.
You're just off social media
I'm just off
altogether.
social- yeah, I just I'm deleting my Facebook.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Let's get into some bot talk, right? You like that?
Pablo Sanchez. Pablo Sanchez.
Ah, fucking,
That's
you're
his
right.
name.
I remember that name too. All right, let's
The
fucking
Flash
do
would be Pete Wheeler.
let's do some bot talk.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
That's a book.
Every fucking time.
It makes me laugh every time. It's just the dumbest.
It is. It's
That's
so
a
dumb.
balk.
That's a balk.
For some reason, it catches me off guard.
All right. Aaron, you have probably my favorite bot talk segment that we've done so far because I feel really strongly about this one too. So you fucking take it.
It's
yours.
Bob Howler.
Holer.
Bob Holer from the Boston Globe. This week wrote a story.
Piece of shit.
Yeah. This week wrote a story about Tom Brady and his charity work and questioning whether he was really helping charities or just helping himself. Basically wrote that Tom Brady, since helping the foundation
Best buddies.
Best Buddies since 2001, he has helped them make $46.5 million in donations.
He has helped them make, or he has.
No, he's helped them make. Like since he joined their organization
All right.
and promoted it, they have made $46.5 million
Yep.
in donations.
All right.
Since then, he's also received to his foundation, which is called Change the World, $3.25 million
From Best Buddies. to
from
him.
Best Buddies to his charity. Not to Tom Brady, to his charity, which, from what I've read and what I've heard, most charities that are started by athletes, that they don't start building this capital and they try to do it all out of their own pocket,
Yeah.
end within 10 years. So he's trying to not make money for his foundation, but help his foundation have a financial ground to build off of. And it's not going to all come out of his pocket. Change the World has also distributed to more than 30 other charities and organizations that are nonprofit, such as Wes Welker's charity, the University of Michigan, and a nursing home in Minnesota where Tom Brady's grandfather was taken care of until the day he died.
Right.
So he's not using the money for him.
Yeah.
He's using the money.
That's
Now-
all they've ever contributed to?
No, they've contributed $3.5 million to his charity, and then
Yeah,
he
yeah,
takes
and
it.
that's all his charity has ever contributed to?
No. That's just what they've been given from Best Buddies.
No, but I'm saying, so Best Buddies gave them $3.5 million?
Yep.
And then-
3.25.
All right, so Best Buddies gave Tom Brady's other charity $3.25.
Yes.
Let's Change the World.
Change the world, yeah.
And then the Change the World charity
Then redistributed it to other charities as well.
to other charities, or just to like the Minnesota place, Michigan, and that's it?
Well, like,
Oh,
No,
no, said,
like-
5,000 went to Wes Welker's
No,
charity.
to more than 30 other nonprofits.
all right. Never
So
mind.
he's been spreading it out.
All
It's
right.
not just going to Tom Brady's charity and then he's just
also,
pocketing it.
Also, it went to the Minnesota, like, just use that as an example, the Minnesota place.
Mhm.
His grandfather stayed there till the day he died, but he was giving the place money.
He has since he died.
Yeah, he was giving the place money to improve it
Yep.
Right.
because he has a personal connection there. That doesn't.
But
mean
at the same
he's-
time, his grandfather's dead now, and he's still giving them money.
yeah, but he still has a personal connection to that place. But that doesn't
Okay.
mean it's not.
It's not helping.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
still
helping.
a charitable donation.
The only argument to it I can see is I gave money to Best Buddies, not Tom Brady's charity, Change the World. That's where I wanted my money to go into what I said. If I donated $1,000, I don't want 500 of it going to Tom Brady's charity.
Right.
That's the only argument I can see is that, no, I wanted it to go to this, not this. But if it's going to charity and you're donating for a charitable purpose just to go to help other people and it gets spread out to not just, I don't know what Best Buddies is. I know it's like, whatever, helping kids and stuff.
Right,
but
yeah.
if, say, God forbid, Tom Brady takes that 3.25 and puts it towards a children's hospital for cancer instead of going to some organization that just like, hey, an after school program for kids. Like, no, like, what's wrong with that? If you're putting it into other charitable events, he has not taken a dime for it. Other athletes have taken hundreds of thousands of dollars just to do one charity event. He's taking
Shit, I mean, Eli Manning's selling fake
Memorabilia.
memorabilia and been pocketing that money. But allegedly, we'll wait.
Well,
but
my point is, he's taking the money and putting it into a charity. He's not even taking it. He's saying, give it to the charity that I run, and let them do what they need to do with it. Because I don't. This way,
the problem with this is that there's not a problem with this, and we're talking about
Well,
it because
the-
Bob Holler's a dink.
yeah. Well, the Boston Red Sox charity has given money to like Ryan Dempster's charity.
Right.
Why?
So
Why can't they help out other charities that might need it?
right. So to follow that up, I was listening to EEI, and they played this bit where Dale Arnold said that he talked to Tom Brady and asked, "Hey, we're doing the Jimmy Fund thing. Can you help out with it?" Whatever. He says, "Oh, you know what? I'm actually not going to be there." He says, "But I'll leave you a check for $50,000. Is that good?" And he like texted Dale Arnold like $50,000. Cool? Question mark. And they were like, "Wow, whoa, $50,000." I mean, 'cause that's a big donation.
Oh, yeah.
So then they're like, and he says, "Cool? Like, do you need a cool 100,000 instead?" You know what I mean? Like, is that cool? And they're like, "No, we'll take the 50. That's great." And then they're like, "Did that money come from Best Buddies?" And it's
No,
like,
that came out of his own pocket.
maybe not. Maybe it came from Best Buddies, but who fucking cares? Because that's his money. If Best Buddies is paying him to do the
But they're
appearances
not.
and stuff,
He chose to not take a check to
Right.
himself.
But it's
he
his
chose
money.
to send it to his charity.
but you're saying he made the choice. It's his money.
Yeah.
He can move it how he wants, either into his wallet or into another charity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's his cash. It's his cash.
See, all this says to me is because the Globe is always trying to play the political angle, play all these stupid angles. All they're trying to do is drum up some more shit,
Right.
And try to be like, "Hey, let's shit on Tom Brady because
Pop Holer's
he's
the fucking worst.
these just people." I just don't understand it. I don't understand. But who owns the Boston Globe? Do you
John
know?
Henry.
John Henry.
Right.
Why is John Henry attacking Tom Brady?
See, they were talking about that too. I don't know if he is. Like, you have to let your writers have some freedom too.
Oh yeah, true.
But yeah, it's a weird thing.
So
It's weird.
You just said the Red Sox charity donates to other charities.
Yep.
Who owns the Red Sox?
John Henry
And he has a guy on his staff,
writing about charity to charity financial arrangements.
charity to charity crime.
Right.
It's not even like that's the thing is if you told me Tom Brady was getting a check for $3.25 million
Right.
wrote to Tom Brady for doing this charity work, I'd be like, well, what are you doing with the money, Tom? Like that's when I would say, what are you doing with charity money, Tom?
What's this
I
guy's
can't
name?
even do that.
But
Bob
it's
Holer.
going to his charity.
Right. Even if
To
he was
help charity.
if he was pocketing the $3.25 million, that's the going rate for a superstar to make these appearances to draw money to help raise money.
I would
You know what I mean?
say, I'm not a math whiz, but if you brought in $46 million
Right.
and you only asked for $3 million, it's kind of a deal.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like that's
Oh,
that's
no.
not a
Net
bad
profit
thing.
of
If he walked away with
43?
fucking $3 million in
here's-
ones,
but
I would
here's
go, like,
the
good for
thing.
you.
I don't hear Best Buddies complaining.
No,
No.
this is
You know what I mean? Like-
there's not a story here. Want to know why? If you could show me that Tom Brady took that $3.5 million and bought a Ferrari, maybe you have a story. But showing me that he has $3.5 million and he then gave it to a bunch of other people,
He took charity money and then gave it to
charity.
Right.
Thanks.
That's what I mean. It's not a story. And
You
I'm
just made
glad-
Tom Brady look better.
I'm glad you brought it up because it is a story that's out in the Boston Globe, but it's not a story at all.
Bob
And
Holer's
it's-
a dink.
Bob Holer is such a dink. I fucking hate that guy.
Someone should have pulled Bob to the side, like, "Hey, Bob, I don't know if you know this, but the boss does that too."
Right. Just, you know that, yeah, our boss does it all the time. Like,
I don't
it's,
know if you know this,
that's
Bob.
exactly what you do. And then there's the other people. You mean that he's taking money made from donations to a charity and then he's writing it off on his taxes?
And giving it
he's
to
getting
other
a paycheck
people?
back on his taxes and then giving the money away? No, this is crazy. And like you said, I didn't give my money to Best Buddies for it to go to the Michigan retirement home or whatever, and for Tom Brady to get a tax reimbursement. Sure, if that's your problem. So what do you want Tom Brady to do? Collect the $3.25 million in singles and walk around and make it rain everywhere? Because that's what would have happened.
The
If he
thing is-
didn't remove it, then that would have been his money.
So you just want to be him? You want him to be Floyd Mayweather?
If he wanted to be, I wouldn't care.
The thing is-
it's his cash. He earned that.
The thing is, when you donate to let's say you donate to Best Buddies, they
Yeah.
have people on their staff that they have to pay.
They have to pay.
Oh yeah, no. Most CEOs or whatever heads of these charities make a fucking
balling.
ton of
I'm
money.
not,
Ball.
I'm not even talking about the CEO. Let's just talk about a Joe Schmo who works for Best Buddies.
The
Yeah, he
person
still
that
needs a
collects the
paycheck,
donations.
yeah.
Right.
He makes $40,000 a year.
Right.
Yeah.
You make a $10,000 donation.
Right.
I'm helping Best Buddies. You are, but you're really just paying
Right.
a quarter of Joe Schmo's salary.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're
Because
not.
those nonprofits just disperse their money back into themselves
Yeah.
in different ways. So then that way they didn't process a
So
profit.
instead of having a profit, they go, "We're going to donate this money."
Right.
Kim
Because-
Kardashian had a charity that literally they spent.
She holds it all. She keeps all the money in her butt.
No, they were saying that she spent that the charity. Oh, I want to say it was 65 to 80% of it went to like her.
I believe it.
Like only 20% actually went towards
Oh,
the
yeah.
Oh,
charity.
that's like the Red Cross does
The
that too.
Kardashian
Or whatever.
Pocket
Yeah.
Fund.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of charities that do that. I think you'd be really disappointed if you start doing like looking at the tax returns on some charities, because there's a lot of dirty stuff here. And the fact that Tom Brady's just donating charitable money to charities is a non-issue. What do you got for your Bach Talk?
My bog talk is Zach Britton.
Uh-oh.
And it has to do with the fact that now all of a sudden everyone hates the Baltimore teams.
Yep.
And I don't like the Orioles, and I don't like Zach Britton talking sideways about the Laser Show. Dave's favorite baseball player.
Yeah, right.
He came out and said that, in case you guys didn't know, the Pats don't have anything to do with this. The Red Sox and the Orioles got into a little altercation. Manny Machado slid into second. Kind of a weird slide. His foot came up off the bag, hit Dustin Pedroia in the leg, cleated him, and Pedroia has not played since.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go on the record and say I don't think Machado's slide was actually dirty.
No.
I think it was just an unfortunate accident. General rules of baseball are, though, if you cleat someone, you get beaned.
Yep.
It's just what it is.
Yep.
Machado knows the rules. Pedroia knows the rules. Someone on the Red Sox doesn't. They decided not to bean him early. They decided to bean him late in the game.
Well, what happened was Eduardo Rodriguez missed his pitch. He tried to hit him inside, and he missed him.
Did he just throw a strike?
Well, not a strike, but he
inside
just threw it inside. Yeah. He just and we got out of the way.
Well, so they missed their pitch and they tried to go for it again. And
Right.
Matt Barnes, not the pillar of accuracy, the ball slipped out of his hand, went a little high, almost hit Machado in the head.
Mm-hmm.
Actually went behind his head.
Mm-hmm.
This pissed off the Orioles. And Dustin Pedroia came out and said, yeah, that's not me. That was someone else's decision.
Puss move.
If it was my choice, I would have beamed you with the first pitch, with
Right.
your first at bat, which apparently they tried to.
Right.
So maybe that's what Pedroia is saying. Maybe he's trying to say, we tried to hit you. Matt Barnes just went off on his own thing.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. You're airing out Matt Barnes. That's still your teammate.
Yeah, that's true. That's not what and then Zach Britton comes out and says, listen, that's nice that you tried, that you didn't tell him to do it, but if he's just doing it on his own and he's not listening to, the quote-unquote team captain, Dustin Pedroia, then Boston has all sorts of other problems.
Right.
And I think Zach Britton needs to shut his fucking face.
Yes, I agree with you. I think Britton was wrong there. I think Pedroia was wrong. What's funny is he almost made my bog talk for airing out his teammate, but instead I have a different guy. But I'll let you finish.
Who's their manager?
The Orioles?
Mm-hmm.
Is it still Buck Showalter?
I was
think
gonna
so.
say, because he's a big, I don't want to say he's like a humongous hater of Boston, but he is a very angry manager.
Yeah.
He likes to take everything personal. He likes to make everything about
Well, do you remember when they fucking beamed Mookie Betts last year because he kept fucking hitting home runs against them?
Yeah, they hit
It
him
was
just because he was
literally
because
he was hitting off of them.
right.
Yeah.
They beamed him, and then he came back and hit a home run.
I mean, Pedro would do that though, so I respect it.
I don't respect it.
If he would say
I say
if
pitch better.
He said he would say if I'm not just going to give you a free pass. You know what I mean?
Throw a
I'm not just
better
going to
pitch.
walk you. You know what I mean? That's what he'd say. He'd say, I'm not going to walk you, but if you're on fire,
Oh, you're saying I'm not going to intentionally walk you. I'm going to fucking hit you.
I'll make it worth your while to get to first base. You know what I mean? But I'm also not going to let you hit another dinger off me. So Pedro said that when they asked him about the Kareem Garcia thing, he was like, no, he's like, I hit guys I respect.
Yeah.
He's like Alex Rodriguez, Barry Bonds, those guys. He's like, I would hit them on purpose, whatever. He's like, but who is Kareem Garcia? Like,
Yeah.
why would I hit him?
I think in general the whole situation was kind of handled poorly on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be interesting. Pro to this situation though is it should make baseball a little bit less boring
That's true.
for the next Baltimore-Boston series.
Yeah, that'll be good.
And I just think everyone should shut up and start playing baseball again.
That's
right
true.
now,
It's true.
until
They play each other next week, too.
throw
So,
it at Manny Machado's eyeball.
do it.
I'm just joking. Don't do that.
Throw it
Do
at his
it.
foot.
Square in the
just
back.
throw him at his
No,
foot.
the fat of the back. You hit him right in the back.
Yeah, right. They hit him right in the butt. That's it.
That's where you hit. That's where you aim.
All right. My Bach talk
Fuck
is...
Zach Britton.
Yeah, hashtag fuck Zach Britton.
Also, he was just hurt. He was hurt. He didn't even play. Just out there yapping, running his gums about the Laser Show.
Yeah.
So
I know. All the Boston Red Sox sites fucking run to protect the Laser Show.
Always protect the Laser Show.
My God.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Everyone's
He also has been hurt now, right?
Because
Hey,
the slide.
fucking missed
slide.
games because of the slide.
Right.
Yeah.
It wasn't a dirty slide though. I can't really.
Do you mean Dustin Pedroia is out with an injury?
It's the Laser Show.
Is that water's wet? Fire's hot? Dustin Pedroia's injured?
He wasn't injured last year.
Yeah, not
Dave,
last year.
Who is your favorite Boston Red Sox right now?
Right now,
Because that's the real question. Because you're so shitting on the team captain.
on Pedroia. Yeah, God, he's not the captain.
He is the captain.
No, he's not.
Just
Oh,
because he
who's
doesn't.
the captain?
Huh?
Don't say Hanley.
No,
Who's
they
the
don't have
captain?
one. They don't have one.
Yeah, they do. His name's Laser Show.
Nah.
Yeah,
It's actually
sorry,
his birth
I'm
name.
just saying.
He says
Okay.
that he says that's his nickname.
He's
Dustin
the
Pedroia is
unmarked.
actually his nickname. His birth name is the Laser Show.
The Laser Show.
It
yeah.
actually says that on his birth certificate.
He's accumulated the nickname Dustin Pedroia throughout his life.
Yes.
But he's actually
He's the Laser Show,
officially governmentally known
a.k.a.
as
Dustin Pedroia.
Yeah, I get it. He's the locker room captain,
He's the-
but he's just not.
Dude,
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
he's not
How
the
many
captain.
people were like, "Oh my God, Jason Varitek's my favorite Red Sox"?
A lot of
Right.
people.
A lot of people.
No, but I'm saying,
My
but
mom.
it's not.
My mom was one of them.
But it's not. I'm not saying like he's. But I'm talking about like, we love him.
Right.
But was he the best player on the team?
Wasn't his nickname the captain?
He was.
He
actually
was the captain.
Right,
He
was
wore a
actually-
C
he
on
was
his
the
jersey.
actual
That's
captain.
what I'm saying. Like, Pedroia might not produce on the field as much anymore, but
I'm not saying
He's still one of your better players.
yes,
I just think he's a shithead.
I don't
That's
even
all.
think
I don't.
he's a
I don't
shithead.
think he's a bad player. I think he's hurt a lot, and I think he's a shithead.
Listen, he wouldn't be hurt if Manny Machado knew how to slide.
there you go.
Is that what happens to him
Back
every
to the
year?
fucking the
he-
whole
he
He's
crux
always
of
got a
it.
wrist, leg, something.
He
it's always
had a
something.
wrist for like 2 years. He finally got it fixed.
Right.
And then he was healthy all last
He
year.
had a good year last year.
And he'd be healthy this year if Manny
it wasn't for
Machado
We'll see.
could keep his fucking leg down.
All right. Well, we still got 100 and fucking.
I
1,000
waver
games
back
left.
and forth whether you should hit Manny Machado in the eye or just hit him in the fat of the back.
I say you go for his feet.
You don't
say-
really want to hurt anyone, but
say
I
you
kind of want
slide
to
in.
hurt.
I say you
No,
slide
no,
into
no.
Dustin
You just throw
Pedroia.
it at his
That's what I
feet
say.
if he can jump.
Remember, Manny Machado.
Get out of the way.
Manny Machado threw a bat at someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Did he throw a bat at a pitcher?
Yeah,
I
who
think he threw a
cares?
bat at someone.
Right. Yeah. it's
Okay.
Coming from the
How many-
fucking.
how
we
many
need to
times-
spice baseball up with fights and pimping?
I was gonna say, how many times have we seen like? Remember Roger
That's
Clemens
it, throw
would
it at
throw
his
shit
balls.
back at people?
Right. Yeah.
Remember,
he threw
like,
it at
the
Piazza,
broken
yeah, he threw
bat?
threw the
I
split
want you
bat
to
back
throw
at him.
your bat like backwards after you hit a home run with it like flipping in the air a bunch of times. I want you to throw it at a
You
pitcher's
can throw it at
head.
the pitcher too. Whatever.
I would just
What
run
about
with
when
it
Pedro
in my
threw the
hand.
ball
I would
at
never
someone?
put it down.
Remember that?
No,
When someone was charging the mound, he already got the baseball back at him, and he fucking pegged him.
I think
Pegged him with the
I
baseball
think
as he was being charged.
I think the rosin bag should be free game. I think you should be able to just fucking heave those
Right
things
in
at
the
people.
eyes. Just
You
get it
charge
right
a you charge a pitcher's mound, just take it and just wah,
Oosh, yeah.
97-mile-an-hour rosin bag to the face.
That's a video you got to watch. Pedro Martinez fucking he hit someone. They threw the ball back to him. He had it. The guy starts charging halfway from first base.
Well,
and he fucking
that's
pegged the baseball
a
up
rookie
again.
mistake. We're going to charge after Pedro gets the ball back.
Back in. He was not scared to dish it back out.
You gotta commit to the charge ASAP.
Well, they were talking. They
Yeah,
were chirping,
you
and then
can't
finally
do
he was
that.
like, yeah, right.
You
that was
don't
it.
waste time chirping. You charge.
I want to say he was part of Montreal when that happened.
Even if you catch a circle change, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, Dustin Pedroia's a ding too. So
Laser show.
he would also make
Hashtag laser show.
He makes my Bach Talk 2.0 if we did a second one. But instead, my Bach Talk is the Chicago Bulls head coach Fred Hoiberg, who had a lot to say about Isaiah Thomas after his Game 4 loss.
You know, let me say this. Isaiah Thomas is a hell of a player, an unbelievable competitor. He's a warrior, everything he's going through right now. He had a hell of a game tonight. But when you're allowed to discontinue your dribble on every possession, he is impossible to guard. He's impossible to guard when you're able to put your hand underneath the ball and take 2 or 3 steps and put it back down. It's impossible to guard him in those situations.
Isaiah Thomas's retort to that was, me carrying the ball is not the reason why I'm impossible to guard. And I love that. Dude, the Bulls are spending a lot of time talking about the Boston Celtics as to why the Bulls are losing and not about the Chicago Bulls.
I was unaware that anyone in basketball actually dribbled correctly anymore.
Right, and that's my next point. And Fred fucking Hoiberg, if you're banking on a travel call in the NBA of all leagues,
I don't know if he's been watching the NBA recently, but it doesn't happen very often.
Not very common, and it's the NBA playoffs. Those calls don't happen. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to get a carry call, and maybe Isaiah walks or not. I haven't really paid much attention to it, and it's a smart move by Hoiberg because he's playing that seat in the ref's head. You know what I mean? That's one of those public calls, and that way I was like, hey, watch Isaiah on the carry next game. Okay, that's fine.
On the carry. Dude, Allen Iverson wouldn't have a career if they called carries.
Right.
The Allen Iverson crossover is a fucking carry.
He would pick, there's a double dribble every time.
Every dunk. They all,
dude.
It's all a
any
carry,
of these
right?
dunk guys, they take like 3 steps and then. How many LeBron dunks
How many
we called back?
How many LeBron top 10s are him literally like running from half court with the ball in his hand?
Yeah, running from like the
one dribble from the 3-point line.
ESPN, who it might as well be the LeBron network, showed a video where he took legit 7 steps and they counted them without dribbling and dunked, and there was no travel call. And you're going to try and get a travel call on
Isaiah Thomas, who's 5'9". Like, hey,
the ball looks like it's on the ground the whole time.
Right.
With Isaiah Thomas,
exactly,
it's only it's so close to the ground, it might as well be rolling.
And he's not known for dunking.
Right? No, he's not. He's not a dunker.
You can't stop a 5'8" point guard in the paint, and you want a travel call.
Right. That's the problem. You know
how
what I mean?
Like, ask Robin Lopez how come he can't block him with his elbow.
Right, and that's the problem. And Fred Hoiberg, you make my weeks balk talk, and you can
take that for data.
Robin Lopez's hair is taller than Isaiah Thomas.
Just a strand of hair.
He looks like he always reminded me of Sideshow Bob.
Yeah, that's exactly what
Sideshow
like.
Bob travels when he plays basketball and doesn't get called.
That's true. All right, so that's it for Bach Talk. We all did our thing here, so let's get into this week's I'm Not Mad at It.
Don't act like you're not impressed. Actually, I'm not even mad. That's amazing.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, me too.
All right, for this week's I'm Not Mad at It, Joe, you can go first on this one.
I have Eric Thames. This dude is balling out of control.
Psycho. It's a psychopath.
He is, in case you guys don't know who he is, because this is a Boston sports podcast, and he is not a Boston sports athlete. He is the first baseman for the Milwaukee Brewers. And I don't really like to go with on-pace statistics, but he's on pace to hit 89 home runs.
I love on-pace statistics, and that is perfect. I love a stat like that.
He's batting .371 with 11 home runs.
There you go.
He is just taking the league by storm right now. Just complete domination. And I think he had like a 3-game streak of his home run streak was like 4 games or something like that.
I thought he had 4 home runs in 3 games.
Yeah.
Like against the Reds, he tagged them.
Yeah,
like, went nuts.
He's just, and this is a guy who was in the league. I think he got drafted in like 2011, or his last year in the league was 2012, and then he left and went and balled the fuck out in Korea. He batted over 300 every year, won Gold Gloves, won MVPs, knocked in 40 home runs, and then the Brewers signed him to a 3-year contract, and he came over here. And I don't want to say he might be on Mexican supplements, but something stinks when you're on track for 89 home runs.
He's on the same team as Ryan Braun.
That's
true. It's true.
That's my biggest worry about it.
Connect.
But to be honest, watching the video of his most recent interview and them asking about that, he's like, I got plenty of urine and blood.
Yeah, right. Because they tested him after the game.
He
right?
had the fucking thing on his arm where they had just taken the blood out of him.
They tested him right after the game.
Anytime you're on pace to hit 89 home runs, that random drug test becomes
a lot less random.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, and he says,
Didn't you test me like 5 minutes ago? Listen,
right.
I just do what I'm told, buddy.
That's kind of what he was hitting at. They say, were you just testing? He says, yeah. And they're like, oh, you worried about that now this year? And he says, I got a lot of blood and a lot of urine. I'm good. Whatever. Like, I'm not worried about it.
If it's au natural, it's even fucking more insane.
I made the point to him that 2 years ago, Hanley Ramirez had 10 home runs in the first month.
Yeah, I mean, we got to see if he can keep it up.
You know what I mean? And well, I'm not even saying that he's not or whatever. Like Hanley
It's
did die
possible
off.
to hit that many home runs in
Right,
a month.
that's what I mean. Like Hanley did it clean.
89,
No,
not
no.
on the sauce, though.
What? No,
Right,
I know,
but
I
10
get
to
it.
12
But 10
I
to
mean,
12 in one
that-
month, like
this
it's
is-
not. It's happened before. Not
Right.
You know.
I mean, obviously he's not going to hit 89 home runs.
No.
No one's going to keep this pace forever.
He might though. Who knows?
He's
No,
not.
because you know what they're going to do? They're going to do this.
No.
If he was like just every time he goes up to bat, there's
They're going to start walking him. He's going to start.
Yeah,
getting
they're
the
going to
Barry
do.
Bonds
They're going
treatment.
to. Yeah, Bonds. That's what happened. Yeah.
Conspiracy theory.
They're going to start walking them.
I think.
I mean, that's how you should
things-
treat them anyway. Knock them off that.
Here's a bold prediction.
He
It's
hits
bold
89.
prediction time. Not 89. Does he break the record this year?
No.
No. What's the record? Isn't it
73?
70? Yeah,
73?
fuck that, dude.
Not
you
happening.
need to be on the sauce.
16 shy of his on pace.
He needs to be on the sauce. You need to be on the
That's
sauce to hit
one.
73.
That means one every 10 games he doesn't.
Isn't
hit
it
one.
rare for someone to even hit like 50 home runs now?
Yeah.
Who
yeah,
led
yeah.
the league in home runs last year?
Yeah, that's a good
Was it
question.
Poppy?
No.
No.
He only had like 30, didn't
Yeah, was it? I don't know. That's a good
It's
question.
probably Cabrera.
Yeah, I don't know.
he? I don't
have
think.
no
I
idea.
think like the people who lead the league in home runs hit like mid 40s.
It's like 35, 40-ish. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, 50 home runs is you're balling out of control.
I'm going. What's his name? Mike.
Eric Thames.
Eric Thames to break the record this year.
All right, that's just
That's
Bold
my
prediction.
bold prediction.
you know the rules about bold predictions, right?
What?
You could just say complete and utter nonsense. You put bold prediction in front of it, and you
Right.
just get a free pass.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
It's
yeah.
like, oh yeah,
Of course, yeah. I
Eric
used to do-
Thames going to hit 900 batting average and have 407 home runs. Bold
I'm not
prediction.
saying he's actually going to do it. It was my bold prediction.
So it's going to happen. Dave said it.
Guys,
He predicted
you
the
didn't- you
overtime.
didn't hear the bold prediction part.
Overtime Super Bowl. Never
He
happened
predicted
before.
That is true. You did predict.
Never happened before. 50 years. Just never happened before.
Was that in the bold prediction?
Oh,
That
it
was
was
in the
his bold prediction.
That was my
yeah.
bold prediction.
Yeah.
And this is the first. And my last bold prediction: Aaron Hernandez is going to get off of his case.
That's true.
I am 2
There's
for
a-
2. I am 2 for 2 here. So,
Well,
Eric Thames, my friend.
2 out of 3 is not bad. That's what you're going to do.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll see.
He's not hitting fucking 70 home runs.
That's
If he
still
has 22
that's still,
home runs as of May 26th, you owe me a beer.
That's still
If
66%.
he has
Dave.
70, if he even hits 60 home runs, I'll buy you a beer.
That sounds perfect. Sounds good. Any opportunity
That sounds
for
like a
free
deal.
beer. Just I'll take it. All right. You're not mad at it would be
Marshawn Lynch
that guy making a comeback.
coming out of retirement to go play. For whatever reason, didn't work out with Seattle.
Yeah, I don't get that for them.
Or he
He's from,
wanted to go
he's
to
from Oaktown.
Yeah, I
dog.
know, but he wanted to go to the
He wanted to
Raiders.
go to the Raiders.
Can I?
Went to the Raiders
All right,
for a
keep
2-year
Keep
deal.
talking. I want to read you the quote from Marshawn Lynch
Oh, that's going to be good.
Oh boy,
after.
Skittles, old Skittles over
No,
there.
it's,
just-
it's it might
What
even be
blows my
better.
mind about that is just that the Seahawks really need a fucking running back. And it's just odd that
They
they're
need
like, oh,
offensive line help.
They
They have
need
Eddie
offensive
Lacy,
line
don't
help.
they?
They did pick up Eddie Lacy, didn't they? All fucking 3,000 pounds of them.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't love that. But what do you
Well,
think
at
about
one
it?
point, New England was in talks.
Right? Yeah, that was.
There's a
pipe
possibility,
dream. Yeah,
like
yeah.
if he doesn't get, if the Raiders and him don't work out a deal, I'll go to New England.
Right,
That would have been insane.
that would have been really nice.
But I'm not mad at him, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
you want to, like, and I get it.
This is Marshawn Lynch's Twitter from announcing he's leaving Seattle and going to Oakland. Yes, Lord, 12th man, I'm thankful, but shit just got real. I had hella fun in Seattle, but I'm really from Oakland, D-O-E.
Yeah.
Like, really, really, really from Oakland, dough. Town business, breath on me. Business with 2 Z's. B-I-Z-Z-N-E-S-S.
Yeah. Breathe on me.
Anyone?
Breath.
Oh,
Breath.
breath.
It doesn't.
Okay.
There's no E at
No
the
E,
end.
okay,
so
alright.
I don't
So-
know what he meant to say.
Right.
Town business, breath on me. End of tweet. Really,
Yeah,
really,
I'm
really, from
really
Oakland, dough.
And he's now watching his behavior. Twitter wasn't a big thing when this gentleman took his time.
No,
off.
no.
Can I tell
No,
you?
no, but-
Marshawn Lynch is one of my favorite people.
Do you
in general.
I take a lot of comparisons to oh god, I don't know why.
Ricky Williams.
Ricky Williams.
Yeah.
That's him, man.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Takes a year off.
A lot less pot though.
Maybe.
You think so?
Maybe.
That motherfucker's got
Marshawn Lynch never got in trouble for pot.
no.
Ricky Williams did.
There's a lot of NFL players and former NFL players that talk about how
Oh,
they
sure.
never tested positive for pot, but they were smoking while they played.
I'm sure Marshawn Lynch is maybe, but Ricky Williams couldn't even stop
And
smoking
that's
pot.
I'm not even saying allegedly. I don't think he does. I can't say whether he does or
Anyone
he
who
doesn't.
eats that many Skittles
Yeah,
is definitely
Come on,
hitting
man.
the reefer.
yeah. But my point is, like,
Now
takes a
it's-
year off, decides to go out and just do crazy shit for a year. And you know what? I want to play football again.
Right. Good for him.
Fantasy,
Give yourself a year of like not taking a beating.
fantasy football bros.
Yeah.
Does he beat the
Marshawn.
single? Go out there and like just go nuts on
Oh, I
touchdowns?
don't think he's going to break any records, but
I don't think he'll break. Yeah, I don't think he'll break any records.
bold
but
prediction.
will lead the league in rushing.
I didn't actually want you. I thought you were going to have one already.
Yeah.
I didn't want to force you.
I think
yeah, I just
I
made
think
that
you
up.
do a single season touchdown.
That's like 30 touchdowns almost.
Motherfucker, you don't
That's
think he's going to
unreal.
get down? You don't think with that team they can get down to like the
I don't-
4?
That means Derek Carr is going to throw for like 5 touchdowns on the year.
I don't think they
if
are.
Marshawn Lynch has 30 almost.
I don't think he's going to break any records, but fantasy football, you got to keep your eyes on Marshawn
I love
Lynch.
that. I love that pick.
Oakland has like the second best line in the NFL.
Great line.
And now you're going to put fucking beast mode behind them.
Really good offense. Good quarterback.
And they might actually
Spread
run,
it out.
they might actually run the ball on the goal line.
Yeah.
Okay,
They might not throw a slant pass.
30 touchdowns.
That's your bold prediction?
Bold prediction.
Marshawn Lynch is going to score 30 touchdowns this
30
year?
touchdowns.
Okay. I know I said that Eric Thames was going to have...
You
the
had 70 something home runs.
73
That's
home
pretty
runs.
ridiculous.
All right, here's the thing. It's happened, right? Like, if he hit 74, that wouldn't be that unreal, because I've seen 73
What's the touchdown
and
record?
72.
What
It's
is
like
the touchdown?
29 or 28.
Well, you saw it happen.
You saw it happen in a league far different than what we're watching right
Who
now.
holds it?
LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yeah.
It's not that different.
Oh, here's the difference. Here's the
LaDainian
difference.
Tomlinson,
No,
that
no,
was
no.
like in 2004. It was like 14 years ago.
It's not that
Okay, so the
different.
league
You
is
think that-
different.
wait a
You can
minute.
run on this league now.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
You can. Because
What
the
do you mean you
teams
can
are
run on
geared,
this league
The
now?
teams,
Teams
are
are
geared.
geared to stop the pass. They are bitches up front.
Okay, so why is every quarterback in the world throwing for 4,800 yards?
Oh, because the offenses are
Because
geared
they
for
spread
passing.
it out.
If you could just
Because
run,
they spread it
if you
out.
could run rampant, why isn't everyone running rampant?
Because they're stupid.
Why
I still
are-
think it's
so-
dumb that
so-
there's no
so-
there's no
so there's
guy
32
running for close to
I would
2,000
like- I
yards.
just
so
wanna-
there's 32 NFL coaches that are just totally missing it, that aren't in it right now.
I just want to reiterate, I don't think he's going to score 30 touchdowns.
Me neither. I don't think so either. I think he'll have like 11.
Aaron hit the bold prediction thing on it, which means he also doesn't actually think that he's going to hit 30 touchdowns.
He's going to.
30 touchdowns.
30 touchdowns.
Jesus Christ. That's crazy.
I think he's going to bold prediction.
Thames will be closer to 73 home runs than Marshawn Lynch will be.
Is there a beer on it?
Put a beer
Oh
on that.
fuck yeah!
All right, so
I'll put a 4-pack of fucking Down East
let's
on
do
it.
let's do a 1.5 ratio, right? Because 73 touchdowns, or I'm sorry, Jesus,
73 touchdowns.
Jesus, Dave, I didn't go that
You need
far.
14 Marshawn Lynch.
73 home runs. The ratio is different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if Marshawn Lynch has 10, right, he'd be 20 short of the
Okay.
record of 30.
Yeah,
right.
I get it.
So that would mean that we'll do a 1.5 percentage, which means that Thames can be 30 home runs shy.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So if he
I
winds up
gotcha.
with 43 home runs,
Okay.
then I win.
Yeah.
Okay, because he was the close. He would be, or
Okay.
that would be a tie.
Yeah,
so if
no,
he
no,
had
I-
44,
I
would
feel
win.
you. I feel
Okay.
you, Doug.
All right. Yeah. I like that. 4-pack of Down East on that. I
They're
like
shaking.
it.
They're shaking on it.
Yeah, handshake. Good podcast handshake right there.
Bold prediction for me.
All right. Neither of those happened.
Marshawn. All right, 2 bold predictions for me. One is neither of those happen.
Okay,
The
lock that
second
in.
one is Marshawn Lynch eats at least 3 bags of Skittles
Ooh.
this year.
There was a really intense just eye exchange. We all just stared at each other for a few seconds. I like it. 3 bags of Skittles. That's good.
He might eat 3 bags of Skittles today.
Today. Just celebrate.
Today. Yeah, that's not bad. He probably is drowning in Skittles right now. He might not make it to camp.
He gets probably lifetime supply because he does their commercials.
He's gonna have that.
You guys
figured
know
out.
the data about Marshawn Lynch, right?
What's the data?
He's really, really, really from Oakland, though.
Really Oakland. Really from Oakland, though.
Take that for data.
One of my favorite Marshawn Lynch.
That's definitely my favorite. All right, so I'm going to do my I'm not mad at it, and I'm not mad at 2 people that got at each other this past week. Russell Westbrook and we'll just go with nameless reporter because I don't know his name.
You're not mad at 2 people who are clearly mad.
Yeah, I'm not mad at 2 people that are mad at each other. Right? So let's check this out.
Steven, second time in 3 games, you guys really struggled when Russell went to the bench. You were out there for part of that. What goes on when he goes to the bench? Why is Houston so successful? And do you sense that they sort of get an energy boost just from him going out of the game?
Hold on, Steven. I don't want nobody to try to split us up. We all one team. Regardless if I go to the bench, if Steven's on the floor, if I'm off the floor, we in this together. Don't split us up. Don't try to split us up. Don't try to make us go against each other. Try to make it against Russell and the rest of the guys. Russell against Houston. I don't want to hear that. We in this together. We playing as a team, and that's all that matters. That's it.
Yeah, Russell, I'm not trying to split you up, but twice in 3 games, you guys have not played well at all when you've gone to the bench.
That's fine.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Russell, you ain't played well at all. Say Russell and the team haven't played well. Don't say when Russell goes out, the team don't play well. It don't matter. We in this together.
That may be, Russell, but I asked Steven a question. And it's a legitimate
me and you. Next question.
It's a legitimate question.
Next question. Next question.
Well,
next question.
No, I think we're going to keep the microphone. I had a question for Steven, and it wasn't answered. And I don't understand if Steven wants to say he still hadn't said anything. If he wants to say I don't want to answer that, fine. But
next question, please.
He sounds like Carlton.
Yeah.
Like just he never answered my question.
Right, yeah. There's some real frustration there. But I respect both those guys because Russell Westbrook, stood right in front of a bullet that was aimed at his teammates and the division between them and trying to say, oh, you guys obviously are bad without Russell Westbrook. And I don't know if the guy was trying to split them up. Yeah, right.
Water's wet.
Water's wet. Yeah, and this week's Water's Wet segment. I don't think he's trying to split them up, but I mean, there's an obvious difference when Westbrook's on the court or not. And good for Russell Westbrook for saying, hey, fucking don't answer that. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't win the game today. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what a captain should do, a leader should do.
Yeah.
Unlike
I
Dustin
still
Pedroia.
wanted to hear Steven Adams go.
He went like this. He
no,
just
but
signaled,
like
I'm good.
No, but if he was just like, next question,
right?
Like just right after he's just like saying next question, and then he goes, he never answered my question. Next question.
At that point, Russell pointed like, "Do you want to say?" Because he says, if he wants to say he don't want to answer it, then he can say it. And then Russell points and he's like,
just waves him off.
Just waved him off. Like, I'm good. But I'm also not mad at the reporter because that's your job.
Now I'm gonna keep this microphone though.
Yeah,
he never answered. He never answered my question.
Exactly. He never answered the question, and good for him because that's his job. So.
Someone needs to do like a Funny or Die and replace the reporter with Marshawn Lynch.
Oh, that'd be good.
And have him be like, "Nah,
no,
homie never answered the question."
I really, really, really need to answer though. That is my I'm not mad at it. That's 2 guys doing the right thing. You got a reporter trying to do his job and a player trying to protect his teammates. And I think that for a pretty heated exchange between a media guy and a reporter.
It's funny that Russ is so protective of his team, considering he's just going to leave.
Do you think he's going to leave?
I think he's going to go to LA.
I don't think he is.
Wait, didn't he just sign a deal though?
I think he just signed an extension. Yeah. He's a Thunder.
I don't know.
I mean, they might trade him. But I don't know. And not if they
Super
draft Lonzo
team,
Ball.
LA, Paul George.
Draft Lonzo Ball and Paul George.
Jesus.
And Westbrook.
Future.
Westbrook.
You don't have enough.
Paul George, Alonzo Ball.
Yeah, that's tough.
There goes all the triple doubles. Gone.
Gone.
Yep.
Closing time, nerds.
That came in super hot.
Hot.
That drop came in.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that came in way hot.
It doesn't help you now, but turn down.
Yeah, if by chance you played at 1 hour and 24 minutes in.
By chance you skip exactly to this part.
Music, yeah. When you go back to closing time, shut it down. And there was not even a heads up like it's closing time.
Oh yeah,
it was just,
we're gonna go into closing time. Nope.
No, it was just you know what the music means. We're in closing time. Joe, you want to go first?
Yeah, my closing time is about the new Call of Duty.
Nice.
They announced a new Call of Duty. No more fancy pants flying with jetpacks and bullshit like that.
Advanced Warfare.
It's going to go back in time to World War II again.
I like that.
If you grew up, if you were born around the 90s like me and grew up with video games, you've played World War II shooters about 9 billion times.
Right. Even like toy soldiers.
But I'm actually looking forward to more boots on the ground, just running around, kind of shooting and not jetpacking and wall running and all that kind of weird shit.
I kind of got into that though. At first, I was like, "This is so dumb," and I started playing. I was like, "It's a game changer."
It is. It's weird when you think you're doing good, and then some dude slides down a hallway with a jetpack boost and hits you with a shotgun.
Right.
You're like, dude, you were just over there.
Right.
I aimed, and now you're shooting me in the dick with a shotgun.
Like the wall run is great too. Like if you're like trying to get at something, you just and you're like.
And then you have those
great.
people who mastered it, and they like wall run and then jump, and then you're like, oh, I got you, and then they land into the slide
Like
and then shoot you with a shotgun.
The Pete Maraviches of Call of Duty to just like fucking make it happen.
Those kids that are like 14,
Right.
smoking cigarettes and fucking bong hits in their parents' basement.
Yeah,
They don't. They go to school only sometimes. They have Fs.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love the Juggernaut suits.
Yeah.
Like when you play like the actual like storylines
Right,
and stuff,
right.
you get to wear that and just walk
Yeah, those
through
are
the-
awesome.
I don't think I've played a storyline in a Call of Duty.
No, there's actually there's
I
some
always
really good campaigns.
When like not that long ago, they'd ask you what you want to download 1st, and I would just download the multiplayer.
Yeah.
And the last time I played a Call of Duty was the campaign was the original Modern Warfare.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think it's either Advanced Warfare or Black Ops 3 that has oh Jesus Christ, House of Cards. Russell
Kevin
Crowe?
Spacey?
Kevin Spacey.
That's
I'm
Advanced
sorry.
Warfare.
Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
Awesome storyline. Awesome campaign. That was really good.
I think that's Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, it's one of those two with the futuristic thing. I know Black Ops 3 had the
But now,
advanced stuff too.
So, if anyone who doesn't know, Call of Duty is on like a development cycle where like a different studio develops it every year.
Yeah.
And
was it Infinity Ward and Treyarch?
Infinity Ward, Treyarch, and now Sledgehammer.
Okay, all right.
And I think this is Sledgehammer's game. Actually, is the World War II. They are the people who did Advanced Warfare.
All right.
So they are the guys that brought it into the fucking
Yeah.
like jetpack shit.
Well, the Worlds at War was good.
Really
Now
good.
they're bringing it back to World War II.
And World of War was Treyarch,
Treyarch.
and
So
then
now
Modern Warfare was Infinity Ward.
I'm curious to see if the other two studios follow suit and go back to just boots on the ground shit, or if we're gonna go from World War II to fucking high flying jet packs.
Well, it'd
and
be
shit.
cool if like every year you kind of had different, like World War II, fucking Iraq in the 90s,
Yeah.
2000s, and then futuristic. You know what I mean? Like if you had a little bit of
Do they
range
bring
each
dogs
other.
back?
The dogs are dope. I like the
Fucking
dogs. Fucking dogs.
Yeah,
See,
but it's World War II, so they're all German shepherds.
if
That's
you
what. That's
guys-
what in World at War. That's what the kill streak was, right?
Yeah, there was one.
In
of them.
Modern
Yeah, there
Warfare
one
was
of
the
them.
helicopter, and then in World at War was dogs.
Yeah, yeah, dogs. Yeah, and
dog-
you know, if you've been watching The Leftovers. Those aren't our dogs.
Yep.
You know that much. They aren't our dogs.
Not my chair, not my problem.
Not my chair, not my problem. I'll go next. I just wanted to talk about the Uber driver basically running Uber directly into the ground.
The Uber owner, you mean? Or whatever.
You said,
Did I say Uber
You said driver.
So one guy just fucking takes.
There's one dude just riding
Just
everybody
this
into the
rogue,
ground.
This rogue
Why don't
Uber
people
driver.
just stop using him? I
The-
don't understand.
There's no way
He's got the worst
rated.
rating
There's
ever.
there's no way he's rated well.
He's really, really, really from Uber, though.
Please, he's really from Uber now. Yeah, excuse me, the Uber CEO just playing with fire. There's an article in the New York Times. It's actually called "The Uber CEO is Playing with Fire," and the guy is just like illegally attaching Uber apps to iPhones. And after supposedly the Apple market wanted to disband it in, I don't know if it's just certain areas or geographical locations or what, But they were trying to remove the Uber app from the marketplace on the Apple Store, and he found a way to keep it. He would illegally tag iPhones and then still be able to hail rides through his secretive software or whatever. And very incriminating stuff there. And he had to meet with the Apple Store owner. I forget his name, but they had to have this weird exchange, and he told him basically, like, hey, cut the shit or whatever. And now he's taken that loss, and he's been claiming, because I believe Uber's about to go public in the stock market, and he's claiming that they're rolling in dough right now, and supposedly they lost like close to $1.6 billion last year. So he's like false advertising his market value. The company is growing a lot. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people use it. It's a highly rated app, but from a pure business standpoint, whatever money they're putting into marketing or whatever is costing them more money than they're making right now. So Uber may be on the outs, and it's really just the CEO that they've, like, the way the article depicted him is just a guy that refuses to lose and will be the most successful guy you've ever met, and he's a total risk taker, and it's obvious by his iPhone buffoonery. So we'll see what happens.
You want to know what would help the Uber CEO?
What's that?
If Lyft wasn't eating his fucking lunch.
Yeah, really.
Lyft is just dicking him down.
It is.
Hardcore.
And what's funny was it was the exact opposite. Lyft was around first. Uber came and put Lyft on the back burner.
I've never used Uber, and I've never heard of Lyft.
Yeah.
I've never used Uber, and I know Lyft is dicking them down.
Yeah, Lyft was around more like in like California, I think. That was like a bigger area, like it was like a smaller market thing. And then Uber came out and
took over the world.
Perfected it. You know what I mean? Like, the app was just completely mastered at that point and is totally consumer friendly. And yeah, just took the world over. I mean, you can go fucking anywhere, and it's just awesome.
People still Uber. I mean,
a lot of people Uber. I got buddies that swear by Uber. They fucking take it everywhere.
The thing about Uber is it's kind of been like, it's kind of almost got like the Kleenex effect. Like, you might use a Lyft, but you'll call it an Uber. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Right. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Hey, pass me that Kleenex. It's really just a tissue.
Right.
Like, hey, I want to call you an Uber, and it's really a Lyft.
Right. Or even just a cab or whatever. You know what I mean?
Like, I don't get an Uber though.
Yeah, right. You get that really, really Uber though. I want the Marshall. I want that tweet read by like Morgan Freeman, and then saved as a drop on this podcast. That would be fucking perfect.
We just gotta have Aaron talk to LeBron and have him talk to Morgan Freeman.
Get that going.
I'll get that.
Or even Christopher Walken.
I'll put that in the works.
I can't do Christopher Walken.
Really, Oakland though. Like, that'd be great. Fucking, I would love a good Christopher Walken.
Frank Caliendo. We'll just give it to Frank Caliendo.
I showed him.
He can do all of them. He can have
all of them. I showed him Frank Caliendo's Mel Kiper today.
Oh yeah.
He was like, Todd. I love that.
He dresses up like him. He's got the hair. Fucking...
And he says after they're like, all right, great bit. And Tommy Shea says, man, there's nothing like a good cup of coffee. And he's like, I got to argue with you there, Todd. I like a nice cold brew, ice. It's fresh from the whatever. It just does the whole scouting report on coffee. But yeah, Uber CEO is just fucking tanking it. And it's an interesting story to me. I read it. I got a buddy that's really big into stocks and stuff, and we're always talking about what's going public and
medical marijuana.
Medical marijuana, that's going to be a big one.
My buddies downloaded this like weird stock market game where you actually play with fake money, but it's the real stocks.
Yeah.
So they were just like, hey, just join up. I want to see how you do. So they give you like $1,500 or whatever. You go out and buy stocks. So I just looked up weird medical marijuana stocks and bought like $1,500 worth of stock.
Dude, like fucking nothing right now too.
And it fucking shot up like $40.
It's crazy.
The stock price shot up like $40.
They're legit. Like, you can grab them for like fucking. There's some out there for like $1.18 a share.
I just cashed out and I was like, yeah, what's up with your high score, bitch?
Yeah, right. There you go.
Here's medical marijuana for the win.
That's really, really for the window. Aaron, what do you got?
Last week they had the Star Wars celebration down in Orlando, and there were a lot of announcements. I mean, not big announcements. They talked about some new characters going to be in the new movie, and talked about the new upcoming movie, and kind of that's when like I guess another trailer came out or a teaser or something like that, and kind of see their people's in your face reaction. Lucas actually showed up. and it was just watch some of the videos online of like what happened, and it seems like I need to go to one of these sometime in my life. They're usually like every 2 years, and they switch East Coast, West Coast. So next 2 years it will be in probably San Diego or Los Angeles or wherever. And I would assume just because Disney's now involved, that's why.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be heavily those two markets.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Never a New York one or something like that. My thing is they announced this will be the last season of Star Wars Rebels on the Disney XD channel.
That's that animated series?
It's an animated series.
I've heard it's actually pretty good.
Kind of a sequel to the Clone Wars animated series. It's their fourth and final season.
Oh, it's the Clone Wars, the one I know.
That's the one. That's good too.
That's the one I've heard is
that
really
was
good.
on Netflix. It might be getting taken off at the end of the month. So if you're going to try to watch it,
Cram that in.
you got a couple days.
Binge watch it.
There's like 7 seasons, so
Jesus
you're
Christ.
going to have no
That's
life.
a work.
Yeah.
And the way they ended it, and I think that's the big thing that the creators of the show are excited about, is they get to put their end on it. The Clone Wars didn't really end the way they planned it. They decided to end the show. Like it was decided to be like, we're not going to do another season.
And it's just
We're not
over.
going to renew you. So basically, at least they're going to be able to do their fucking swan song, their farewell to it.
There you go.
I'm excited about that.
How was the newest Star Wars movie received? Because I thought it was received really well, and then I started reading that people just were like, "Hey, you just remade the old Star Wars movie again."
Most of the people I speak to that are pretty big Star Wars fans loved it.
I liked it.
I liked it. I didn't love it.
It is kind of just the old Star Wars movie remade.
Sort of.
Episode 4?
Sort of. The only thing it is, it's like basically said, hey, this is how we got the instructions on how to destroy the Death Star. And gave you an explanation on... Yeah, spoilers if you haven't seen it yet.
And they're like Darth Vader-y guys, super emo.
You're talking about the new movie. I'm talking about Rogue One.
I don't know. I haven't seen Rogue One.
Okay.
I'm talking about the old... I'm talking about the episode...
You're talking about Episode 7.
Yeah.
Episode 7 is really good.
I heard Episode 7 was just like Episode 4. Just remade
I mean, if
later in the
you think
timeline.
about it, there's a lot of
similarities,
and it's always revolving around the Death Star.
Yeah.
What I will say to it is, it's really good. Brings a lot of new characters into it.
And their Darth Vader guy's emo.
He is
super crybaby.
He is Han and Leia's son.
That's how I felt about
Spoiler! God damn it, Aaron.
It's all over everywhere.
Yeah, but I haven't heard it.
He says in the trailer,
the funniest thing.
My grandfather. He talks about his grandfather being Darth Vader.
The funniest thing.
You have to turn your microphone off. You're spoiling it.
Oh, yeah,
The
it was
funniest-
2 years ago. Get over it.
The funniest-
They're gonna they're on to their second movie after that.
Oh man.
The funniest
This year.
thing I ever saw is someone posted a picture of Pornhub comments, and it was like, "God, this scene is so good." It was like talking about the thing, and then someone posts like, "It's really just Han and Leia's son." He just posted these spoilers
Oh,
for
Jesus.
Star Wars in the middle of the Pornhub comments,
that's
like a
awful.
day after the movie came out.
Oh Jesus!
That's brutal.
It's like, God, what a
See, the
dick.
worst thing that I've
'Cause
ever
you know
heard.
Star Wars people are jerking
Yeah,
off.
they're nuts.
I freaked out. I had a guy post.
You were watching Pornhub?
No,
Oh.
I had a guy freak me out. He wrote on Facebook. He went and saw it the night it came out. I didn't. I waited a couple weeks, so it like dwindled down. It wasn't packed when I went there. I actually went on New Year's Eve, and I was the only one in the theater in Nyack. So I got to see it by myself, which was awesome.
Nice.
Cool.
That's awesome.
And no, I was not jerking off Just want to clarify. You guys were talking about Pornhub earlier. Figured it would probably segue into
Yeah, I would
that.
definitely jump right to that.
Yep.
Pee Wee Herman.
Exactly.
Pee Wee Aaron.
See? And if you've ever been to the Niantic movie theater,
Aaron.
it's kind of
We
got
need
that
a,
vibe to it.
We need a Pee Wee Herman video
Yeah.
where we could put the Aaron drop over it.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good idea.
Maybe in a movie theater.
But somebody had posted on Facebook, literally the night it came out, R.I.P. Chewie. And I'm like,
What?
What a dick.
I'm like, you motherfucker. Went and saw it. The whole movie, I'm sitting there. Oh, this is when's going to happen? Oh, this one's... He never fucking dies. So,
that's even
fuck
better.
that piece of shit.
That's even better.
Fuck that asshole.
That's good.
I need a ruling from you guys. We can end it with this.
All right.
I went and saw one of the Harry Potter movies. I think it was...
I own them all.
I think it was the... This is in the theaters. I went and saw...
I've
It was the
seen
Goblet of Fire.
them all in theaters.
Yeah. It was the Goblet of Fire.
Yep.
I don't know if you ever read the books. We're past the statute of limitations, so I'm just going to fucking spoil the whole book for you guys.
Okay.
There's a kid in the book. I think he's like a senior. They do like this trial thing, and the kid dies.
Yep.
I went and saw it with my buddy. It was like
I believe his name was Cedric.
Yeah, Cedric. And
it was played by
it was opening night.
Robert Pattinson.
His opening night. So we see it opening night.
Yep.
I didn't really want to go, but I went with my buddy. There's a whole line of kids.
Yeah.
Waiting to get in, dressed like Harry Potter and shit.
Yeah.
And I walk by, and as I'm walking by, I was like, "Can you believe Cedric died?" I said it real loud as I'm walking by.
You're a dick move, man.
No, see, I don't think it's a dick move, because if they're really big Harry Potter fans, they read that
probably read the
fucking
book.
book and they know Cedric died. So if I spoiled it, all I'm doing is weeding out the crop. Now, you know, if you're with your buddy and you go there... And
I
he's
never
like,
read the books.
And he's like, "Yeah, I love Harry Potter." And be like,
Hey.
"Bullshit, you did, because you didn't know Cedric died, you fuck."
I get it. That's a rude... Like, you're putting them through a real...
It's a test. I'm testing the real
It's an
fans.
emotional
You're putting them through the
stress.
ringer. I'll tell you this. I never read the Batman comics. So if I went to go watch, like, the Dark Knight series...
But you know, like...
They have not made a Batman movie that's close
Yeah,
to the
close.
comics
I
at
know,
all.
I
You know his parents died, right?
There's a reason why every DC character or any character, pretty much majority of the characters in the superhero realm at all,
right?
Their parents fucking died when they were kids, and then
It's like Disney. Like, all the fucking parents are dead. And
That's what I'm saying.
If you had to get your superpowers anyway,
Yeah.
what would it be?
Having my parents die.
If you had to get superpowers, though.
I would risk my parents for a superpower.
Like Spider-Man got bit by a radioactive spider.
I would risk my grandmother's cats.
Ooh.
Because I hate cats.
Radioactive
So you would
cats?
turn into Catman.
No,
That be
I would
your
give
thing.
them up to
Right.
get a superpower.
And your superpower
That's how
in
you got your
exchange would be
superpower.
Catman.
I would not want to be Catman.
That's how you got
I
your
would not
superpower?
exchange them then.
Yeah, what if how you got your superpower is what
Genetic
superpower
testing?
you got? Like, if I fucking... Like, what's the thing? Like, Jesus. If I...
What would your superpower? Like I always said, I would want perfect accuracy. That would be my superpower if I could pick one. Like
So you're
100%.
So you're like Hawkeye. You're Bullseye.
That's what
You're
I would
Deadshot.
want. I would want it to be so like no matter what I do, my body just automatically calculates so that it would work. So like I could get up on a golf ball and be like, I want to hit it right here. My body would just know what to do, and I hit the golf ball exactly where it is.
I like it.
Then I would just make
I
mad
could-
money, just fucking doing all sorts of
I
shit.
could definitely use that for my golf swing.
Yeah.
I would definitely
Just be
go
like,
for that
I want to
one.
be in the hole, and
Yeah.
boom, it's in the hole.
Nailed
What
it.
would you go with, Dave?
Fuck, that's a tough one. Go
Which
ahead.
means
You go
I get
ahead.
I get my perfect accuracy power by getting hit in the head with a radioactive golf ball.
I'd
Yeah,
probably.
it had to be something like that.
No,
Like,
that's what happens.
I feel I would
Best
just.
golfer in the world, radioactive golf ball hits me in the head.
Yeah.
I feel I would just go with. It's cheating, but I do Wolverine's healing power.
You never want to die?
No, I don't mind. He dies.
But he gets healed.
Yeah.
He dies eventually.
I could throw
but
Aaron
essentially,
out this window, and then he would just like fall and like,
No,
oh,
I
my
know,
bone,
yeah.
and bring it back.
But I mean, like, how does he really die?
I'm
'Cause
not
he
going to
just
tell
doesn't-
you
no, I mean,
everything.
You haven't
just 'cause
seen
he
He
Logan
does
yet?
die.
No, I haven't seen Logan.
He doesn't
But I mean,
die.
I'm asking, like, would he just like
I wouldn't
forego
want
will
his
to live.
adamantium skeleton. I just want the healing power.
What I mean is like if he can heal everything, right? So
everything.
When
so
he,
if you chop it off, it
when
comes
he
back.
no, what I'm asking
you
is
win
that
the
when-
Pain Olympics.
Nice.
Not
when,
everything though. You could chop off something that won't come back.
That's what I'm saying. If you chop it off and you win the Pain Olympics, your head. Well,
Into
technically, it's weird. If you read the comics, it's weird. Essentially, if a molecule of his is still alive, like
His head will regenerate?
his body can regenerate. Yeah.
What the fuck?
As long as a molecule is still functioning.
I always thought Wolverine lived by zombie rules. You cut his head off.
No.
See,
No,
that's the
that
thing.
was just a...
So I mean, like when he dies, does that just mean he's like foregoing his will to live?
No.
So how's he die?
I'm not going to tell you, but he dies at some point.
I mean, like, is it like the flu? Like, I mean,
No.
like how do you die
No.
if you heal?
No, eventually, no, but also if you look at it, he does age.
He stabs himself with his toothbrush.
No, but he does age.
He
It
trips
would
and
just-
falls. It goes right through his...
Instead of like
the soft palate into his brain.
instead of living 80 years, you live 400 years.
Right.
Imagine that.
But I mean, like, why
You
not?
age
Why not
slowly.
infinity?
Get hit by fucking...
No, you just
Magnus and
age
shit.
slowly. You heal. You still age, but your body can heal fast.
How do you get the superpower though?
How would I get it? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, you'd have to be like born in.
I've
in
already...
an
I've
infinite-
actually...
Yeah.
I came up with it. So...
I'll be a test tube baby.
A science...
They just
company-
created a goat.
I saw that. Yeah.
A science company is testing a golf ball with a golf ball that tracks where it needs to land.
Mm-hmm.
And a golfer hits it, and it hits me in the ear so hard it actually gets lodged in my brain, and then I fucking have perfect accuracy.
Yeah, that's
There
a
you
good
go.
one. That's a good one.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't know how to get it, like other than being like a test tube baby.
Yeah.
Or just
So you just made
live
sci-
near
you're science
Chernobyl
made.
or something like that.
Fuck, I don't know what I would do for
Science
a superpower.
made by Chernobyl.
Yeah, just
There
live
you
near
go.
Chernobyl.
Russian scientists during
Fucking with me.
Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Oh.
But no, like I just think that like
You
I
know
would
superpower?
have it would not phase me to do anything. At
Dave,
that point.
unlimited sports knowledge.
Yeah, sure. I think information would be big for me.
My superpower would be to really, really be from Oakland, though.
Retaining. I think mine would be like I really think the ability to retain information.
I wish I could have information.
The brain.
I wish I had the ability to retain stuff that I like. The things that I love, I retain. Like I
Right.
know about Wolverine
So
regenerating and all
Dave
that.
fell asleep on a radioactive encyclopedia.
But
Right.
I have
Then-
no clue
Right.
what half the like. I receive something at work.
Right. What was it?
You could ask me an hour later, and I'm gonna
Hey, did
not
this
know
come in?
what
No.
the fuck it
I don't
is
know.
because
I don't care.
I don't care.
Right,
And it's
yeah,
not
yeah,
that like
right.
it's not just.
Hey, did
that
WB
stuff-
Mason bring those pens in? Like I don't fucking.
Not
care.
a clue.
I don't know.
I did.
Not
Oh,
a
like,
clue.
I know.
I believe it was coffee pods. that
Joe was here, but I don't know
Yeah.
if he fucking brought
I
the
didn't
pens or
see
not. Yeah,
Joe.
like it was like what the fuck?
No,
Oh.
someone else signed for it.
Yeah. Who was it? Doug.
Eric.
Tall, skinny
Eric.
dude.
Oh,
Eric.
Yeah, yeah. Jesus.
He said like 3 words. Huh?
That's more
That's
than
Eric.
that's more than most. So,
That's
so
he
you
really
did all
liked
right.
Anthony.
Yeah, he did all right.
Oh,
he chatted you up.
You're moving up in the world.
Yeah, my superpower would be some sort of information, which is really nerdy.
So you would want to be
That's
like
fucking dorky.
Would you want to be like Brainiac?
Not like I don't want to be a fucking
No, that's
nerd
an
about it.
actual.
I just
That's an
wanna, like-
actual character
Brainiac.
called
Yeah,
Brainiac.
yeah.
He's one of Superman's greatest villains.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I just think
Would you
like
be a villain?
I would like to outsmart people.
Yeah, would you be a villain or would you use
I'd be a
your
villain.
power
Of
for
course I'd
good
be a
or
villain.
evil?
Oh, evil.
He would
always.
just wipe Dustin Pedroia right off the map.
I'm right. I would just tell him like
I would just become a.
you did this, and this in your life. You did this once. You got pulled over twice. And I would have all this information and then just bury him and make
You
him feel
spelled the
bad.
laser show wrong.
Right.
You did it twice. I
Right.
got it right here and here.
You idiot. You know, you
I would just use
imbecile,
my.
Justin
I would
Pedroia.
just.
Marshawn Lynch, you're not even from Oakland. You're actually born in a hospital in Sacramento. you
you're
lying sack
you're
of shit.
You're really, really from a hospital, dough, you fucking dummy. Yeah, I think it would be.
All right, we have
Things
completely.
have gone way too far.
This has
These were the
been-
tracks, and then we are over here.
I want to give a shout out. To I don't know why. I don't know what this is. I don't even know what I'm signing up for right now. But, of course, as we said, we did our short cast for the NFL Draft, which you can check out if you want to see how close we were with our first round. You can check back into that all
Joe's
week.
right on everything.
I find that hard to believe.
Bold prediction.
A lot of bold predictions.
Joe's whole draft is right.
Joe's 32 for 32.
Yeah.
Also, so I want to give a shout out to the Poop Culture podcast.
Wait, what?
The Poop Culture Podcast. They bring you weekly special guests and push the boundaries of entertainment.
Please tell me that podcast takes place on a toilet.
Anyway, why are we shouting them out?
They have 17,000 followers on Twitter, and they just retweeted the NFL Draft episode.
Oh, sweet.
So I want to say thank you.
Shout out Poop Culture.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to the Poop Culture Podcast.
I'm in on the Poop Culture.
Thank you, guys.
That is going to be on my weekend agenda to check out.
I will find out everything about the culture of poop, and I will report back to you guys next week.
Figure it out. But yeah, thank you very much. So everyone, before we take off, thank you very much for checking the show out.
Oh, do you want to plug
ratings.
the B.S. Nerds baseball tab?
Yes, I missed it during the social media segment. You're absolutely right. If any of you guys are in need of a baseball game for your phone on the go,
a game in general,
just a game, yeah. Because unless you have a PlayStation, there's no baseball fucking game worth a shit on the video game market right now.
Yeah.
So there is a game called Tap Baseball 2017. They have it both for Android and
Dave's a veteran.
iPhone,
He's been
iOS.
playing for years.
Played for 3 years. It's a really, really good baseball game. It's completely free. It's fucking fun. Go on. It's actually MLB licensed, so it has all the actual MLB players. You get a team. You work on upgrading your team. You get new players. It's a fucking awesome free baseball game. If you go out and get it, when you sign up, you can join a club. I think after you play a couple games, you got to do a couple tutorial games. Once you're done, you can sign up for a club. Search for B.S. Nerds. We have 17 open slots on our club right now. So if you guys want, you can join the club. And Aaron and I and Joe, are you?
Yeah, I'll get it. I'll download it.
Yeah, he's gonna check it out.
I haven't downloaded it yet.
Aaron and I have been playing, and so yeah, we're pretty active on the club rewards thing. So in that way, fucking everyone come join the BS Nerds Club, and you can help contribute, get some points, and then we'll help you get some stuff out of it too. So if you sign up with our club, you get a number 1 draft pick gold coin guy, or a gold number 1 draft pick. So that's fucking reason to do it right there. So check out the game. It's a really, really good baseball game, meant for your phone and on the go, and it's awesome. So go on there, search BS Nerds on the club section, and come play with us. Come play tap baseball with the nerds. So pretty good.
Yeah, sounds awesome.
All right. And thank you very much for the rates and reviews and subscriptions that we got this week. We had a lot of movement, a lot of production there.
Go do more of it.
Go do more of it. Like we said, go tell your friends. You know what I mean?
Avoid the conspiracies.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, everyone has been nice, very well-behaved foot soldiers for this week, and I appreciate it.
I've heard through the grapevine that there were some hashtags dropped in the reviews.
There was. There's hashtag Bobies.
Yes.
And hashtag Take That for Data.
I need more.
Yeah, we need more of those.
I feed on hashtags. I need more hashtags.
God, that's such a good drop.
It is.
It's such a good drop. So
I need more hashtag Bobies.
More hashtag
for
Bobies.
datas.
I need more hashtag reviews.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
in
looking
the
for.
reviews.
Yeah.
I need more of those hashtags.
I need hashtags. So yeah, just keep going, keep plugging it. This has been a really good couple weeks here. I think we're really turning the corner, and I fucking love doing this show. So ready to wrap it up?
I'm good.
You good? All right. I'm out of here. My name is Dave, and everyone have a good fucking night.
Hashtag Bobies.
Good night.